Live.
From Fort Worth, Texas.
I'm so glad.
You know what?
From Fort Worth, Texas.
You know what? Will you look in that wooden box above your head, see if there's D10s in there? I need to change out.
Oh, yeah, all your dice suck.
Just see what I actually need nowadays.
Yes.
Nowadays.
Don't need my 12 D6s anymore.
So we are back
I still.
with another session. Oh, train's back just in time.
Right on cue.
Wonderful. I moved your mic around for you, Tom.
I saw that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like it a lot better.
Thank you, Joe.
So, hopefully that'll work better for us. I think it will. We just mirrored theirs.
Yeah, I know it's perfect. The last session I tried.
You did a good job last session.
But it was making me move my body where I didn't want it to be.
You can just
From
keep
your
it right
face,
in front of you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
It's just because with this chair, I have to have one leg outside the table
Oh, for sure, yeah.
because of the chair. So I'm further this way than them two are to the center.
For sure.
Like there's more room for me to get closer to Boone, but then my knees hitting.
It's okay. You're not camera ready.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's why I'm the furthest away. I don't have my powder on.
Should have
Right.
set booms up like that too, but it took me a minute to do it, so I gave up and was tired of moving mics. So,
I know who your real friends are.
I'll fix yours next
Well,
time.
yours
thank
actually
you.
works pretty good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, Boom's voice always picks up fine.
Yeah.
Because it's booming.
It is a booming voice.
It is a booming
blade.
Huh. Crit, bitches.
Critin thaumaturgy. Alright, so last time
I gotta
did
check
it
out
update
my-
on y'all's?
Gilly. Yeah. You talking about the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My player must have
better
just
make
stopped
sure
because it
we can hear
never
us.
went past the fucking. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, oh, there's the Gilly card right there.
Dude, they look pretty sweet on there.
Session 69.
Let's take our
Not
shirts.
hearing anything.
Let's take our shirts off.
Pop them off.
Shit off.
Pop them off.
All right, so
Like a
I
helicopter.
guess we'll just dive right into this, ho. Last time, we continued our adventure that we'd been on since like April through hell. This time, y'all were on Phlegethos in the halls of Abrimok with the Blackmore pact holders in Lady Fiona and Lord Belial. You had a short meeting with them. Lady Fiona grew tired of it and decided to meet the next day. Give y'all time to talk about your terms and how you could present somehow a better deal than what they had before. While y'all were in your quarters, Lord Belial came to y'all after a few hours and proposed an idea for you to kill his daughter, Lady Fiona, and he would tear up the pact. And then later on that evening, Lady Fiona came to visit, just as Lord Belial predicted.
Should it be just there?
And y'all had a decision to make. You were offered basically the same thing. You needed to kill one of them, and the other would tear up the pact because they would get something they wanted in being the sole ruler of the fourth layer of hell. So, during the conversation the next day in their court, you decided in the moment, and Draven attacked Lady Fiona. A battle ensued. She immediately threw up a prismatic wall, blocking y'all off from her. Nate just ran fucking through it.
Like nothing.
He's such a badass.
Fucking 9th level spell, and he just walks through it.
And then y'all kind of stayed over there for a minute. I think Draven came over with you. You came
I
over
stayed
after
over
she
there,
dropped
yeah.
the meteor swarm, right?
After, yeah.
Yeah, and
So she
then
dropped a meteor
I brought
swarm
him
on
back.
y'all.
I
And you
might
took
have gone
no
back and
damage.
forth. Like, he came and got,
he grabbed you the
He
first
grabbed
time he
me.
took you.
and
And then you came back somehow,
Came
and then
back.
I took you back over there.
then we back.
Yeah, and then you took him back
Is the
over
ghost
there.
talking?
And then
Past tense.
Draven was taken over, ran through the wall, and found himself standing in a forest, seemingly back on the prime material plane. Nathaniel was strucken down, and while he lay there bleeding out, Lady Fiona delivered the killing blow. And Nate died.
Good riddance.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Later, Azur was sent through the wall as well and was turned to stone.
Hard as a
All
rock,
that
baby.
stood left
Second time.
for the Black Company was Remington Walker, and Roussel Daymore.
Who fucking handled business.
And together they were able to finish Lady Fiona.
The Holy Cheney.
Remy grabbed her head, placed Cheney to her bottom of her head, and blew her fucking brains out. After this,
You did it for Nate, right?
y'all had to wait several minutes,
100%.
the better part of 10 minutes, for this wall to disappear. Rushed over to Nate, and he was dead. Lord Belial came in at this time, returned Azur from stone to his normal form,
He's a nice guy.
and he sent you on your way after tearing up the pact.
Beheading the pack.
Yes. So we pick up this time. Y'all, 1, 2, 3, and Roussel, and are standing, and I believe y'all were standing in like a foot of water or so, kind of in the shore of a lake. We'll pick up here. Roussel's carrying Nate's body. Now that you've returned, what would you like to do here?
I'm gonna strip him. No.
Roussel kind of walks to shore, gets on solid ground, lays Nate's body out, and he casts gentle repose on the body.
Do you think you can bring him back?
I can try tomorrow.
I don't know if he'd want you to.
I think he would. We've brought him back before.
Definitely wants to live.
Me and him both died with the worms, and I think if he wants to leave the party, he can leave the party, but I wouldn't want him to. I want him to know we were successful.
If we just leave him here, we don't have to tell him anything.
Cussing our names in hell.
I'll try to.
These son of bitches dragging me to hell.
Try to.
Yes, you
Haunt you forever.
Remy, you're sarcastic. Your sarcasm's going over my head. So I'm glad you said that. I guess we'll try to. I can try to wrestle some game and maybe get us some rabbits. We can actually
rest here for the
I'm
night.
pretty sure Roussel can just make all the food and drink he wants right now.
I want some meat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably good.
We've been eating ash for
That's true.
months, and
That's true. Well, we
I'll
have
try to-
plenty laying on shore here.
I don't eat human.
Okay.
Donner, Target 4.
So I'll go and try to gather us some wood, and I'll lay some snares out. And
Okay. And you can just do that, right?
yeah, I'm the Outlander feet. I mean the background.
Gotcha. All right, so you go out, set some traps. Roussel starts grabbing or searching for wood, building a fire, lays out the bedrolls, sparks the fire. You come back later with several hares.
But no rabbits.
While they're doing that, can I maybe see where I think maybe we are, if anything's around us or anything like that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check.
You're 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna look that, and it's going to be 21.
Oh, wow.
Much better, much
Great
different. So looking around, looking at the foliage and things around, it just none of the plant life really seems like the stuff that's native to Alm. You're not really sure where you're at.
Do I see
Somewhere-
any people of any kind?
You don't see any
or
people.
anything like that?
Shit.
You don't see any people around. You seem to be in a remote location. There's
Okay.
a small lake near you, and there's a forest
So we came out of the lake, not like.
Yeah, y'all kind of landed like right in like the shallow end of
Okay.
this little lake, like just about a foot or so of water, but you're unsure where you're at.
Okay.
Remy, can you
Not in Kansas.
Yeah.
can you communicate long distances like Draven can?
No.
I like
Shoot a
sending
message.
like a
Tie a
cleric
message to a
does.
bullet.
I have this owl here
I
I
can-
can send.
I can shoot a gun.
I don't even know about gun.
Trying to figure out what kind of communication we can possibly
Yeah.
send to Draven to let him know.
Yeah, for sure. We don't even
'Cause
know where Draven is.
You can transport us.
Roussel speaks up and says he can.
No.
Roussel can try to contact Draven in the morning.
Okay. Well, maybe he's smart enough to send us something. We'll lay our
Hopefully.
heads here for the night and try to.
Do like a long rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
try to
Roussel
make
laid
a-
out camp, and you'll eat the food that Azur caught. You lay your heads down for a rest. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, I'm in a fancy hotel.
you are. So this is backtracking a little bit on the timeline, but you finished casting teleportation circle, and you now find yourself in the hall of
Federation.
the Federation in Thorley, which I believe is where you were heading.
Yeah.
Quick timeout right here. So, inside the Federation halls, golly, we haven't been here in a while. Fuck. Winston and
Winston and
Winston
Weston.
and
Winston
Weston.
and
Weston's the
Weston.
king. Winston's
Yeah.
the Federation guy. So Winston's in here. As you come walking out of the room that holds the teleportation circle. Huh. Draven.
I'm in quite a hurry. I'm trying to make it back to my party.
Where are they?
I don't know. There's two places they could be off the top of my head.
Where's that?
Either they're still in hell or they've made it back somehow.
In hell. Alright, have you tried contacting them?
There's nothing I can do today. At least not on my end.
Well, perhaps you could go speak to Roland.
Would Roland be able to help me?
Well, he is a powerful wizard.
That's true.
By the
Alright.
way, someone came by earlier asking about you and your friends.
What were they asking about?
Saying something they wanted to meet you. They knew you worked with us. He asked for known associates. He seemed well-intentioned.
Okay.
If you hurry, you might catch him at Roland's. Send him his way.
Oh, alright. I will head over that way then.
All right. You go running over?
Yep.
All right. So you rush over there. It takes you about 20 minutes to get there from here. And you walk into Roland's shop. Roland Tilcott. He's the guy that, you remember him, right? The guy that runs the Elder Talisman.
Yeah,
and
he's
helps
the
you out
one
with the soul
who-
coins
yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
Who wanted the talisman and all that?
He's
Mhm.
super badass.
Do
Exactly.
you have the talisman?
I do.
So, you rush in there, and inside you see Roland, and he's having a conversation with a Triton. Decked out in nice armor. And you step in, and you hear him saying, "Well, I haven't seen them in some time. They went on quite a long journey. I'm not sure when they'd be here."
Well, I was hoping to catch them.
Well, you might be
Roland.
in luck, actually.
I'm just popping into town, actually.
Is this one of them?
Literally.
This is one of them.
Oh, are you the one who was searching for us?
That would be me.
Oh.
If you're the one I was searching for,
I am Draven.
Draven Blackmore.
I am.
Then you are precisely the one I was looking for.
Oh. Did you need of our service or?
I was hoping maybe you could be in use of mine.
Oh?
I am Caius Marcius Gilarath, the champion, the Blackfin of Alceroth.
Oh.
I came to thank you and your fellows for protecting us and defeating that Leviathan back when it attacked our home.
Oh, okay, yes. I'm terribly sorry we couldn't do more for your people.
Oh, you did more than anyone else, and that's quite the point. You really put your life on the line to help them, and I feel like I should repay the favor.
I do appreciate
Offer you
that.
my sword and my shield.
We are always looking for strong fighters.
What he said you were on a long journey, but you just gotten back.
Yes, I'm actually trying to get in contact with my party, and I was hoping Roland here would be able to help us. There's 4 others that are possibly either stuck in hell or they're back here somewhere.
I do not like the hells.
Trust me, me neither. I would prefer not to go back there if need be.
What kind of assistance do you think I could offer?
Is there any possible way that you might be able to scry or send a message and see if you can contact one of my party members?
I could send a message. Which one would you like me to try to contact?
Oh, I would say if any of them are still alive, it would probably be either Remy or Zur. They tend to last the longest in battles that are nasty.
Well, you tell me who, and I'll try to contact them.
I'll try. You've met Remy, right? Remington Walker?
Yes.
Alright, if you would.
One with the peculiar wand.
Yes. If you would, try to contact that one.
All right. And he begins sending. And you hear in your mind, hello, is this Remington? I'm Roland Tilcott of the
Roland.
Elder Talisman. Draven is here. And Thorley.
And Thorley. All right, can you hear me?
So he finishes his message, and then you can respond.
Okay. Draven is in Thorley?
He can't respond again.
It's like you send like a 30, just
You
like
can do
a,
like 25
okay.
words. So you can
Okay.
say whatever, and then he might send it again,
All right. I'll say like Draven, we're not really sure where we are. Where only bearings are basically a shore on a lake. Please find us.
Not in hell.
It appears your friends are lost
But you
near
were
a lake.
you were able to contact them.
Yes.
That is
Remington responded.
that is fantastic. That does mean that they made it back to the prime plane.
Yes. But they seem to be lost.
Well, that's the best problem that we've had in a long time, to be honest.
How was your journey through the hills?
It was quite wearing. I'm quite exhausted after our time there, but
Were you able to fulfill your end of our deal?
I have.
Really?
I'm glad that I can return the favor as you have done us. And I produced the amulet for him.
He looks at it. He's like, "Oh, wow! I honestly never expected to see this. But you've proven your might as warriors, as adventurers, and you're true to your word. I gave you quite the loan. You were able to pay it back.
I tried to be a man of my word.
What item was this you just handed this extremely powerful wizard?
This gentleman here, he's been on a very long quest for this item, and he's given up a lot, and he's given us a lot of trust to return it to him.
He seems like a good man, as most wizards seem to do.
He has been
Yes.
very kind by us.
I've never met a bad wizard."
And if you would like, I can return these cloaks once
you
I
have the one?
retrieve the others.
Yes, if you don't mind, that would be nice.
Of course. I'll give him my cloak back.
Okay.
I like it.
Thank you. And then, checking. I forgot what I was doing. I was gonna look up a spell effect and.
What was that amulet? I forgot.
It controls the orb of annihilation.
All right.
So you must trust him.
What's the orb annihilation?
He's trusted us. And
Sounds
he
pretty scary.
He really hasn't given us a
It's a
reason.
level
to not
99
trust him.
item.
If it wasn't for those soul coins, we would fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
he
the
gave
cloaks.
us the robes.
Or the clothes.
Yeah.
The cloaks
no
were-
shit.
were-
Couldn't
So
even gone without the
it's
cloak.
like-
Without the cloaks were great.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
really done nothing to fuck us over. Show
Yeah.
me any
There's no
reason to not
trust
trust him.
him now.
Yeah.
Are you more powerful than him now? You
I don't know.
Don't know.
Not anymore.
Invite him.
Don't know who we're not more powerful than.
You want to do
I'm-
mites.
I think we should find out.
I'm sure he is very powerful.
I'm trying to take something from his shop.
We fight in packs.
Okay. I'll try to help you out since you fulfilled your end of the deal.
Oh, also, we did destroy Orok Shred for you.
So I imagined you must have to get that amulet. I appreciate you avenging my fallen comrades.
Of course.
A mission I was not able to complete. Alright. Alright, Remy, make a wisdom saving throw. As Roland begins casting Scry.
You want it to be bad.
That's worse. So 10.
Alright, so Roland kind of sets this
Luck is a nat 20.
this orb on the table and starts, moving his
It's too
hands
powerful.
around it. He looks into it. He spends, how long does this spell last? 10 minutes. He spends 10 minutes looking through this orb.
Bird, tiger.
Damn, 202, my dude.
Huh?
Look in his HP.
Alright,
Got more than anybody else.
wizard table. Alright, so he continues looking through this for about 10 minutes. He's like, well, it looks like they're, like they said, by a lake. Near a forest. I can try to go get them. But I'm having trouble remembering how many spell slots I have at the moment.
It's been a long, it's been a while.
So you know it's not unlimited.
Where's my wand?
Wizard
Seem to
table.
misplaced it somewhere.
These are not my dancing shoes.
Is that it? Nope, that's my penis.
Okay. All right. I'll be back in a moment.
I'll look after things for you.
Hopefully, this works out.
Roland's gone for a week.
Comes back, his entire shop's looted.
Yeah.
Guard the shop.
Where's that rapier now?
Right. Get out of my store.
Change the locks.
Toss that to
Put
me.
arcane lock on all the
32.
doors.
Okay. Sorry. Just rolled it in my hand. Alright, that worked out. So, while y'all are bedded down for the night, just right in an instant, several moments, 10 minutes or so after you spoke with Roland, he appears before you. Just out of thin
What
air.
the hell?
Speak.
I pull out my pepper box.
Speak your name.
You know me.
Oh,
It's rolling.
you know what a
Go
trip
to
to hell
retrieve
does to
you.
people?
And he just immediately begins casting teleportation circle.
We've seen that before.
Yeah. It takes a minute. Yeah.
Yes.
Virtually
Yes.
11.
And after, would Joel care to go back to Thorley?
Is that where Draven is?
Yes.
I'll start dragging Nate.
Yeah.
You grab him, and he casts teleportation circle. Those runes light up. He steps through. Do y'all step through it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Step through it, and you find yourself in the back of a shop. He walks up a set of stairs and opens a door. You'll see a door open in the front of this lobby. Up here.
You grab his, Should we leave Nate down here? Bruce?
His body?
Yeah.
You can
Bring
ask
him
him.
with us? Here, grab his
Roland's
feet.
like,
Grab his feet. I got his arms. Carry
I
him
guess
up.
you can leave him back here.
Until we leave, we might have some conversations.
Is it going to smell?
No, I just.
Rochelle tells him that he cast the gentle repose on him and the body will stay as it is. Oh, okay. But please don't leave it here long.
No, just until we're finished our conversation with our friend Draven and you.
Alright. Up the stairs then. And you see your friends Azur, Remington, and Roussel walk through the door. You don't see Nate Draven.
Thank God you're all okay. Where's Nathaniel?
He's downstairs.
He didn't make it.
What do you mean? He's downstairs and he didn't make it.
Well, he's
He's not too alive right now.
yeah, he's kind of having a rest.
A long rest.
Well,
The long rest.
that is unfortunate, but at least we can bring him back tomorrow. I'm sure Roussel, him being the talented priest that he is.
I need to rest. We'll try tomorrow.
You
Old
should
bastard seems to go down every fight we're in.
Roos and Remy really closed the fight out.
Oh, did you?
Before we indulge too much information, who is this guy? Did you get a new
Y'all
helper?
see this?
Oh, I'm
Did you
sorry.
get a new
this
helper
is
there,
my new
Roland?
friend,
Gilly. You can
Gilly.
call me Gilly.
Gilly. Okay.
he
That's
is.
a God-given name?
A nickname picked up in my childhood in Al-Sarath, the great Triton
Al-Sarath.
city under the sea.
I remember Al-Sarath.
Under the sea.
The one that you,
Everything's what the
great
hell is
heroes, helped to vanquish the Leviathan from total destruction
Oh, how could
of
I?
our
How
city.
could I forget? Sorry, we couldn't save more people.
We took many losses that day, but we're rebuilding. We are still healing as a society, but due to your efforts, it was not total destruction.
Have they come back?
Who?
Does Water Genasi?
No, they have not come back this way.
They do. Well, count me in. I'm tired of fighting these.
Good to hear that, sir. But I get a strange feeling about you. You say you've been to the Hells.
Yes, we've just gotten back from the Hells.
What could?
We found out who you are, but why are we talking like this?
Maybe I can be of service to you now. I feel a corruption
You're
within
trying to
you.
join us?
If you would let me perform a ceremony upon you to restore your souls away from the evilness that seems to have been encroached upon you. If you would allow me this. What say you?
How do you know this person? Do you know this person, Draven?
Roussel's
I-
kind of pipes up. I think it might be a good idea.
I don't have any
We're the
reason
wisest
not
of
to
us,
trust
so-
him.
Holy man.
If Roos says it's a
seems
good
like
idea, maybe it should be.
I sense good in him.
We usually don't just let people just cast spells over us because they want to be our friends, but I guess we can do it this time.
Different cultures, you
Okay.
must accept.
Okay.
Well, what is that shiny tool you have there?
I'll cast ceremony on each of them.
Takes an
In a-
hour, right?
Yeah, takes me an hour.
Takes him an hour, and now y'all are married.
You get a +2 bonus to AC while y'all are together, so it's actually not a bad idea. It's like
Really?
a Chuck and Larry situation. It really pays off.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can,
Okay.
can
Do we
I?
get to see Jessica Biel in her underwear?
Of course.
Okay, I'm down.
By Jessica Biel, you mean me. I'll take the time and prepare this spell. maybe we can get a table at the Triton bar on the corner. If let me treat y'all to a meal once y'all are ready. I know you've got some resting up to do.
Yes, I need to rest badly.
Yeah.
So you're doing ceremony on them?
Yeah,
And,
whenever the
of
opportunity arises.
Oh, okay. So you're setting it up for another point in time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes an
gotcha.
hour, so if they need to rest, and maybe we can meet at the bar afterwards and perform
Turn
the
their drinks
ceremony.
into holy water.
Okay. And you're doing the atonement?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was just running through myself. All right. So, do y'all agree to meet him at the Triton bar tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
gonna talk to Roland for a minute.
Okay.
Too. That's okay.
What's on your mind, is there?
We will. I guess I see that the cloak on the bar there was Draven's.
Yes, he returned
Oh.
it to me.
I want to thank you for helping us. It was
Of course.
difficult, very
Right.
difficult.
Man on a mission, and you needed help.
I'll unclip it, you know.
Okay. I guess Rousseau does the same.
What has the world been? How has the world been in the past since we've seen you last? Is everything smoothed over? Has Driscoll done anything that you know
Things
of?
seem fine. I wouldn't say I'm a person who's in the know.
Okay, but nothing too crazy.
Nothing major.
So we were kind of worried going into the Hells that something might spark off when we were gone. So it's good to hear that the war was,
We made
slowed
it through
down
in
and
good
it
time.
didn't reboot. Perfect.
So, anything else for today?
I don't believe so.
I have these. I have these 3 soul coins. Would you want to maybe put any gold to get these soul coins?
Well, I mean, you could
I would like to sell them.
just give them to me.
Just give them to you.
He did
I
loan us some.
did just give you some.
Yeah, we also gave you a huge
Fair.
talisman.
Fair. I have no use for soul coins.
Okay, I will keep them as trinkets.
Yes, keep them as trophies.
You could free those souls within, destroy those evil coins, and
Perhaps.
let the
Can you
souls
really
be
now?
released.
Trinket sounds better.
I've already given up my cloak for memories. Don't-
unfortunate souls.
I'd like to put it up to my ear and listen to the screams.
It's the only way I can sleep
Comforts
at
me
night.
night.
Put it on my pillow.
There's
You
Gilly.
get
He's
up to the
a,
coin and just hear,
Oh, it's gonna be a good evening.
Gilly sees a fork and starts combing his hair.
oh man. All right, are y'all done with rolling for the day?
Yeah.
Y'all go off and
I'm going
into a
to
nice room.
find the fanciest hotel and get the lavish treatment for my boys.
I don't have any gold.
I've got gold.
Okay, so
I got some.
I would say, yeah, y'all ran through a lot of
all my gold was in that bag of
I
holding.
think I've got
I've
like 2,000 gold on person.
Okay.
Yeah, Draven just spends his own gold.
Poor
Well, we probably
unfortunate
backlogged
Except
like
on
40K,
Poor
right?
unfortunate children.
Who
I
knows?
mean, we probably got a lot for your allowance coming to us right now.
Yeah, y'all were gone for about 2 months.
I think he used all that for
In-game.
shit.
The previous one I did.
You'll have a little bit. You'll have 2 months worth of payment.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. All right. So you go and find the finest hotel
Finest.
called the Aristocrat, and it costs 10 gold a night.
That's fine. So that'll be 40 gold.
50.
50.
No, it's just us four. That's right. We have
Yeah, he's got his
Because
own.
we're beating him up later. And
Yeah,
then
so it's
Nathaniel's
40,
in a basement.
Back to my Triton side of town.
40 gold. So yeah, you head back over to the Triton area. Stay where you've been staying.
Stay at the private quarters of the what's her name? The
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. Koros.
Koros.
Oh yeah.
We got a thing going on.
And then
Who doesn't want to be with
you'll
the
sleep for the
champion?
night, and you gain the benefits of a long rest.
Fucking feast.
Yeah, what's his name? Your Crixus.
In the morning, y'all get breakfast, recover, think about the times in hell, and when it's time for the stores to open, you head back to...
Well, I was going to tell Draven about what happened at the end of the fight.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So we can RP this while you're eating breakfast together.
I know we haven't spoken much about it, but would you like to know what happened with your pact?
Of course. I'm quite curious of how that ended up ending.
I made sure, well, he brought out a human that was sewed together, the ones we've seen that we got to sign before, and he cut his head off,
Oh, jeez.
and the pact was over.
That's good.
Tried to bargain, but there was no bargain. It was more of the rest that is born of Blackmore have no more power, or
All right.
whatever y'all
can't
had.
gain
So,
That's
through him.
fine.
so the
basically.
pact was.
It was upheld.
Unfortunately, I was turned to stone and didn't see the end of the battle. Maybe Remy could cue you in on what actually happened to Fiona.
Yeah, she was crazy. So, Roussel was she used a mind-altering spell on him, and he was walking his happy ass into the wall.
Oh my god.
And took me about 2 more shots, but I took her down.
That's my boy.
Yeah,
Of course you
yeah,
did.
it was pretty exciting.
Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that.
It was a fine battle. Remy, it was so bloody. My God.
Once we get Nathaniel back, there'll be much to celebrate then.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
go recover him. It's been a day. I'm well rested and prepared, and I can revive him now.
Excellent. Fantastic. Let's go.
So y'all head over back to the Elder Talisman. Roland lets you in and lets you downstairs. Or he brings up Nate's body, actually, when he sees y'all coming.
Daniel's already on the disc, putting his on.
And he kind of clears off the counter in the front, kind of walks up to the front of his store and takes the open sign and flips it to closed.
Yeah, right.
Closes the blinds. Puts Nate's corpse on the counter.
Plays the violin.
And Roussel walks up to it and begins to cast Resurrection. Or no, it's not been 10
This
days.
was all a
Ray's dead.
ruse. Nathan comes back.
As a pit fiend, roll initiative.
So he pulls out this quite large diamond, 500 gold pieces in value. We'll need to replace this. And begins to focus on it. This holy light begins to emanate from it and wrap around Nathaniel's body. And then in a moment, you see him struggle
What's
in
wrong?
this moment, the diamond shatters. Before
Roussel.
you, it seems something has a grip on him. And a few moments later, before you, appears Titivulus. I'm sorry, boys, but he's mine. He starts to grab Nathaniel's body.
Wait, hold on.
A deal's a deal.
I understand a deal is a deal, but I mean that deal was so new. I mean, surely he has more life in him yet. I mean,
Perhaps not. And he begins casting a spell to disappear. You try to stop it.
I don't.
Draven bites his lip.
I'm not getting in a fight with this dude.
Nathaniel's body has been claimed, taken to the hells with Titivulus.
With all his gear.
It's all his gear. Damn it! I was in the freaking. You just can't take it off until we know it's not gonna work. That's why I said I'm gonna strip him, and I'm like, oh, we don't even know he's dead yet. Damn it! I want to. Oh, at least you gave that blade to Roussel.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
I mean, really, he just had studded leather armor, the
Sweet
scintillating
boots that we
sable,
can give to
and the
Remy.
boots, the fucking boots.
Yeah.
The gloves of thievery.
Yeah, I wanted to give him the
God damn,
boots.
Tibulus!
Take it back.
You start a new mission to go to hell to reclaim Nate's items.
No, just to go to Walmart Hill again.
No shit.
Yeah, Walmart hell.
Oh yeah, good old Walmart.
God damn it!
Walmart.
Hell's Walmart.
Forgot about the boots.
Oh no, when I sat down, I was like, I'm gonna strip his butt. Damn it! I don't think he can come back. I'm not gonna steal all this shit yet. I'll wait
Don't-
until he's dead.
Don't
then.
take him yet. May I have a few things off him?
A deal's a deal, son. Gone.
The items to aid me in hell.
So now you know Nathaniel apparently made a deal with the Tibulus.
Well, I told him not to.
I mean, we've tried that multiple times.
Is there
Wow.
told him not to? He said, "Watch what you're signing. Watch what."
Roussel's
you're
just
doing."
like, God damn it.
We knew he was slipping.
It still doesn't ease the wound anymore.
Maybe we
sure.
can build a statue in Blackmore.
He deserves that at the very least.
Maybe a second school for girls.
A school full of children who don't read too good.
School for ants.
the non-magic Blackmore school.
All right, should we go meet
The rogue school.
Yeah.
Should we go meet that Triton?
I guess.
Can
You guys hate water genasi like me, I guess.
can we just have
Y'all
a
like
moment
this guy? I mean, I don't know.
Sure.
Seems kind of fishy.
over the loss of Nathaniel?
He did smell.
Seems like no
A moment
matter-
of silence, please. And continue.
Seems like no matter how strong we get, we still tend to lose someone here and there.
Death is inevitable.
What about you,
Yes.
Bruce? How
What about
are you
me?
staying with us?
Well, like I said, once we return to Blackmore,
So
once
we're
the
never going back.
once the temple is complete, I'll hang up my adventuring boots and live the rest of my life running the church.
Maybe we should invite this Blackfin. We are the Black
If
Company.
we've lost two, we need to gain at least one back.
That's true.
We still have a.
Our party is
Things to-
growing quite small.
Well, if a break comes, then a break comes. But
I think we all need a
I
good
think
long
we leave
rest.
him here to go get Winston.
I could use some time away from the battlefield.
Yes. It's been a harrowing few months.
It has.
It's felt like years, to be honest.
Well, it was only 2 months.
it's just so hard to. so hard to
Shut
go
up.
days without a battle.
Let your fade.
Yeah. I'll let her know.
Are they leaving at door?
Yeah, that's what I told him to.
Yes, it's been a rough time. I think we should go talk to this Triton. Seemed to want to offer his blade.
Well, you're a good judge of character, so I don't see why.
I think
Yeah,
that's
bad thing.
excellent idea.
I think he's a perfect water genasi killer, and I think. we
It's about
should-
time you two got married.
I mean, it's just, we didn't know if anybody was noticing.
All right, so do y'all head down there?
Yeah.
All right, so you head down to the dock area where a lot of the Tritons like to hang out. And you go to the Triton Bar. The Silver Fin. Inside, are you there?
Yeah.
You see a few Tritons. And you see Gilly.
Hello, my friend Gilly.
He has a table.
Y'all made it.
We did.
Please come join me. Where's your other friend? Did he was he able to
He
be?
didn't make it.
Unfortunately,
You
no
don't
matter
say.
how strong one may get, some just don't come back from the void.
Well, there's only one thing I know of that keeps the soul from coming back to the body. Seems that trip in hell had a toll.
I'm sure it did.
Mm.
It was a great fight every day, just waking up,
It's a case.
pressing forward.
Yes, so
Well, if y'all have got some time, maybe you can tell me about it, and I'll try to cleanse your souls.
So I guess over this hour time, we'll just kind of regale the tales of us
Who all-
going through.
Who all is evil? Is just them two?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 2 hours.
So yeah, you'll spend about 2 hours.
I've got to make a.
Gilly has ordered food. There's lots of finger foods on the table, drink. You'll spend the next 2 hours regaling tales of your adventures and remembering Nathaniel. Y'all can RP some of this if you want to, or we can move past it.
I'll have to make a
Past it.
wisdom check on. Do Azure first. DC 20 wisdom check. 14 plus 11. That passes.
And on Remy.
Do the other one 22. Okay, they both pass.
Okay. So, over the next few hours while y'all are doing this,
Oh, you have to roll against your own DC for that.
Gilly stands over you, kind of lays out some powdered silver in front of you on the table, begins chanting his holy words. And by the end of his chant, your alignment is restored to what it was before. You're no longer feeling evil.
Neutral.
Yeah. So those that had their alignment shifted, not so bad. You were feeling like, maybe I will stab that guy. Now you're like,
Yeah.
maybe I won't.
Kind of like you more, Gilly.
Now I need a reason.
Yeah. Now you have to give me a good reason to stab you.
while all this was going on and we were regaling tales, Draven's probably ordering like a bunch of different types of food and like different desserts. He's just trying each little one and just sitting there like appreciating having like taste back in his mouth.
Yeah, like your food tastes like food. It doesn't taste
Yeah.
like ash anymore. It's been a solid couple months of just eating ash.
Yeah.
You got a good night's sleep.
Thank you,
Good
Gilly.
meal.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't feeling myself down there. I've been restored. What seems every day. Mind has gone blank. I have gone feverish and crazy.
Feeble-minded
Yeah.
twice.
Turned to stone. I touched the water sticks or whatever.
And the river sticks.
Touched the river
Touched the
sticks.
butt.
That sounds like a harrowing experience.
We,
Face to face with Tiamat.
Y'all must be great heroes to have faced such things.
we are the.
Those
Black
are the
Company.
whispers.
We are the
know-
Black Company.
Enough about us. What about yourself? What sort of trials and tribulations have
Yes, I would
been
like
brought
to
to your
as well.
doorstep?
Well, like I said, I'm the champion of Al-Sarath. I gained that title through defeating some underwater creatures that were attempting to awaken the storm heart of water elemental lord. Their god was trying to start a new war under the sea, and I was
Under the sea.
barely with the loss of quite a few men, but we were able to defeat them, stop them, and keep war from raging upon the earth.
Excellent.
So, have you done anything outside of your community, or is it mostly just?
No, I see no reason to leave my kingdom. It is such a wonderful place.
I get it.
That is until the destruction. But now that we've gotten some rebuilding done, people are starting to heal. And the pain of all those that have been lost is finally starting to set in, and people are moving on.
Good.
I really felt it's maybe my time to venture on and spread the word of Persona to the world, and maybe see what knowledge I can gain from those up on the surface. I've put it off for so long that maybe I was missing something. Maybe I could have been there to defeat that Leviathan when it attacked so long ago. That obviously y'all have learned something here that I was missing down there. So I want to try to learn it from you.
Can I
Here.
make a roll to see if I know
Yeah.
anything about Persona?
Okay.
I'll hit
Make a
a
religion check.
hit a little.
15.
15. Persona is it's obscure for your knowledge. You've just heard in passing other Tritons mention it. It just seems to be a god of the Tritons.
Okay.
If you'd like to know more, I can regale you in his stories.
Of course. We are planning to head back to Blackmore at some point. I'm not sure if we want to take the road and enjoy the trip home, or if we just want to get back immediately.
I think that's a question we might need to ask Roos.
Yeah, we haven't been here in a long time. We don't really know what's going on.
Maybe a trip to King Thorley.
I say we get there as quick as possible and find out what's going on in the world.
But
Yeah.
Gilly, are you?
And you imagine if you want to really know what's going on, your advisors back home would know.
That's why I didn't want to talk to King Thorley just
Okay.
yet. I wanted to.
Is that something you're interested in? Is to hop on board with us for a while?
I feel like y'all are the people I need to be with to make myself stronger, better myself, and learn from my equals.
I think as the
like him.
company leader, I welcome the Gilly, the Blackfin, which might not be the Black Company anymore. It might be time to
Move on.
move on from there and
Move on from the Black Company.
maybe do something a little bit more driven, more instead of mercenary driven.
That's true. We have.
I don't
grown
want to go back to
quite a
Vel.
bit. No, me neither.
I would not be following you there.
Yeah.
Preferably never.
Don't blame me.
It might
Okay.
be a new chapter, you might say.
It sounds like y'all have been through so much. I'm sure you need time for yourselves to process everything that's happened.
That's why I was asking, if you go to Blackmore with this, we might have a little time to ourselves, some celebrations, some activities we can get to know one another and go from there.
Yes, I've talked to Winston here at the Federation. He was even mentioning to me that y'all had set up a new a location there in Blackmore.
We have. We took Sable's old Federation leader and gave him work elsewhere.
So maybe there's plenty to be done around Blackmore.
This afternoon?
Oh yeah, those guys that I sent to Waterdeep to get the teleportation circle, they might be back by now. That was a long time ago.
You
It's
ready
about
to
a
go
month
now?
To travel,
So,
and then they gotta find it, and then a month back.
yeah.
And you sent them.
It was after the Leviathan stuff, I think.
Yeah, it was during your 1 month downtime, right
Yeah.
before y'all came here. So it's probably been about 3 months. So maybe they're back.
Suppose we could head out today.
Yeah. There's nothing like a...
Can you be ready today, Gilly?
I'm ready now.
Okay, let's go.
I'll go around back of the bar and start casting.
Hey, this guy's casting evil magic back here!
Start hurrying.
Calm yourself, brethren.
Oh, that's helpful. All right. They all had their tritons out, like ready to stab you. Oh, I guess they're cool. And they walk off.
Yeah, we're with...
And you
he is with
continue
Gilly.
casting teleportation circle. Yep. Shall see the runes shifting and moving.
Actually, I don't have teleportation circle ready, so it's I speak a few arcane words and we all.
So just instantly, if y'all are willing, get just transported.
Do you have to roll on that?
If it's a circle, I don't believe I do.
Let me pull it back up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. If you know the permanent circle, then you just go there.
If I was trying to shoot anywhere else, I would have
Very
to roll.
helpful.
So with teleport, yeah, permanent circle, you do. Yeah, you just go. You roll because you make it. It's 1 through 100 makes it.
Yeah.
If it's still there.
Indeed. All right, so y'all arrive in Blackmore's tower. What do you do? It's like, it's a new experience for you.
I start taking off my armor.
This is the highest I've ever been above the ground.
And you like look out from the window of the tower, and you're just like,
Oh
fuck.
my!
Mikasa Sukasa.
What are these horses without fins? Land horses?
I need to go meet with some of the council, but if you'd like to wait in the main area, the main foyer, I'll
I
be
go
back
take a-
momentarily.
I'll go take a bath.
Okay. So you go take a bath. Do you join him?
Not today.
All right. So you take off your armor, you drop it off in your room, and you go clean up. What are y'all doing?
Do you
Guess
have a
I'll show
room that
Gilly
I
a room or
Of
something.
course.
Okay, so-
there's multiple rooms. Just
So Remy takes Gilly
Okay.
and shows him around and takes him to a room, and then you go to your room.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, until we find out what's going on now.
All right. So y'all do that, and you're going where?
Gonna go meet up with the council.
All right. So you go
evil council.
and meet your council of
The
Blackmores.
evil eye.
You go and meet your Eye of Blackmore, Regulus, and then there's the Council of Elders that are there with them as well: Resnor, Damien, Mordecai, Abraxas, and your Eye, Regulus, and then also you,
That's me.
because your copy's there.
Yep. My much weaker copy.
Simulacrum.
So you walk in and they're just like, did you tell them?
Yeah, I
Okay,
well,
I
I
couldn't
told
remember.
the eye
Okay.
that he would be in my stead.
So do you just walk in, or do you try to like set this up to where you can get the eye to get your copy to leave the room and then you walk in, or what are you doing? Are you just gonna be like imposter and blast him and he melts into ice?
No, I guess I ought to have Regulus lead him out of the room before I come
Alright,
in.
so you send a message to Regulus,
Yeah.
and
Since I don't have message set up, I'm just gonna like get to the door and be like, Regulus.
Maybe you can send in a servant.
I'll
Regulus walks over to the door and opens it and steps outside. Yes, Lord Blackmore, you've returned.
would you mind getting the simulacrum out so I can come in and we can talk?
Alright, just give me a few moments. And he walks back in, and a few minutes later, your simulacrum walks out. Like, hello!
Oh shit.
Just kidding.
It didn't work.
Oh, poor thing, it's retarded.
It's a fine likeness.
Oh, Christ. He walks out, stands in front of you.
If you would,
Are you going to melt me now?
I'm not, you're fine. If you would just go to my room and wait there for me for a while.
Okay.
I
Just walks off.
I give it like 3 minutes and then I walk into the room.
You walk back in. Oh, back from your shit, Lord Blackmore!
Your clothes
Yes.
are just like completely disgusting compared to the other guy that just left. What did you do?
Did you get it all over yourself?
You
Is that a
know,
hole in your vest?
sometimes there's just accidents.
Where did that beard come from?
Happy accidents.
Tunic is burnt.
So, if you
This
would,
looks so different. Is
You have not shaved in months.
that a new scar on
Are you doing something different with your hair?
Is that a
your hair is so
glove?
long?
The 1,000-yard stare in your eyes.
You just look like
There's
you've
been
been,
a lot.
through a lot in these few minutes.
You've lost weight.
The shit was
Yeah,
that
right.
devastating.
it was
The creases on
quite
your eyes.
scarring. So, if you would, catch me up on everything that has gone over the last 3 months.
Have you had a lapse in memory, Lord Blackmore.
I have not.
Now you're
been
sitting in a
here.
room full of a bunch of smart men.
Right, I have not been here, as I'm sure you've noticed.
Yes, it seems.
I was dealing with business elsewhere.
Yes, where?
The Hells.
What business did you have in the Hells?
I was tying up loose ends that my father had so graciously dangled upon our name.
So you messed with the pact.
I did.
And what did you do to it, and what are the ramifications?
The ramifications are that...
Is that why so many babies have died in the last day?
What?
It seems there's murmurs in the streets, people are hysterical. It seems all the babies that were born this year are dead.
Oh my god. That bastard. I thought that he was going to uphold his end of the deal, but the new pact was that he was supposed to discontinue the old one and discontinue any further.
So Blackmores won't be born with power anymore.
They will not, but there will be no souls claimed in the name of...
That part was kind of fun. Just
It was
kidding.
fun.
Oh, we got to do the ritual and take people away in the night. And that was just
What
a
am I gonna do with
fraternity
my
of it.
costume now?
I spent so much on my embroidering this year. I was gonna look so fancy.
There will,
Finally got the chant down.
there will be no more need to sacrifice souls in the name of an evil.
Quite the cost.
It
Quite
is.
the cost.
But the future looks bright. I've tried to go through great lengths to not lose our station as magic users, and I will continue to boast of that effort.
So we'll take lots of training now.
What is life without some hard work?
I'm not sure. My life's been fine without any hard work.
That's why we need to guide the future in the right direction.
There will be a task ahead of us. So, since you've been gone, I cannot breathe for the first time. And so,
Sorry to
moving
hear
on.
that.
Very nice.
Because of you. Now I get
It's my asthma.
what I want. No, well, up until the recent tragedy of all the infants this year dying.
That is great.
SIDS. Sorry.
Wow. Was that just a wowzer? Quite a shock to the population, but other than that,
sure.
the region had been thriving. Your farms and villages have been doing well, that have kind of sprouted up since the displacements from Sable. I've kind of set up. The farmers believe Shantae has blessed them. We're doing well. Business-wise, obviously, with an influx of people, there's an influx in business.
Of course.
Um,
And those artisans did come down from...
yes, they've come down. They've set up shop. Excuse me. Things seem to be going well with them.
Fantastic.
There is a slight issue with these babies dying.
Of course.
I need to decide what to do about that. The people are scared and they believe some kind of pestilence is running through the city. We need to somehow ease their minds since now we know what caused it.
Of course.
Do you want to tell them the honest answer? Should we come up with some kind of crazy story?
Unfortunately, and I hate to say this, I don't believe that the truth will do us much good in this. I hate to lie to my people, but I think for the greater good, it would behoove us to come up with a... What? I'll sit there and think for a while. Would I know of what an Oni is?
Maybe you've heard legends of them.
Because those are kind of on the same guidelines of they attack children, don't they? Or
Yeah.
or is that more hags?
Your problem here is that all the children just died overnight,
In the street.
or just all at like seemingly the same moment.
Yeah.
Like
They
a
all
couple
died.
hundred of them.
Yeah, it's all the Blackmore bloodline children just died that were newborns. Yeah, probably a few hundred babies.
Entire generation.
Yeah. It is, yeah, you'll need to come up with something. So, to explain that. So, having like an Oni or something that comes in the night to kill that many babies all at the same moment, that would
Yeah, that would be too much.
yeah. It just seems, especially with people that are practicing magic, maybe convince them with some kind of spell or some kind of, maybe try to pin it on Alistair somehow.
Yeah. That was the last bit of Alistair's pact.
Do they?
Yeah.
Would they
Oh yeah, that's how we spin it. Is that we say that Alistair's pact with the demons caused this.
Okay.
That the year of his death, the Blackmore would pay for his death,
Okay.
and so
You can deliver that message.
and we'll just kind of spice up the corruption of the pact, and say that the number of deaths were, in the thousands, and that's why he was attacking Sable, and he was possibly attacking more after that, and he was going power hungry, trying to become a god, and said that no one would stand in his way, not even the Blackmores.
Okay.
We'll just spin Alistair up into an even bigger bad guy.
Okay.
And we took care of the pact.
And so we ventured our way to hell, and we vanquished the pack, and
Okay.
there will be no further problems
Freeing
from
the people.
such demons.
Alrighty.
Devils.
Okay, so yeah, as of yesterday, they're in a panic. Your academy, Raven's Keep, is doing well. The students are a few months into their training. The Marrow child that came over, what was his name?
Potter.
Mose. Mose Marrow.
Nose.
He's learning quite quickly. He was at a disadvantage from his low education from. No, he's doing well. He's doing well. He was at a disadvantage because of his low education coming from Mara, but he's doing better now, and he's catching on quickly. The two Air Genasi that you brought over, the reports are that they're doing quite well too. Oh yes, one bit of major news for the Blackmore purse. While you were out, the townships came together, or the regions, the city-states. That's the word I'm looking for. Came together. Thorley, Marrow, Driscoll, and Blackmore, and there was a small summit to what to do about Sable and the damage caused there, and it was ruled by a 3-1 vote that Blackmore is to pay reparations.
Of course.
It will
3-1.
Yeah. Just Draven going, no? Okay.
It's quite a bit of sum. It works out to 50,000 gold a year,
50,000.
25,000 each 6-month period.
For how many years?
For the next 3 years.
3 years. Okay.
should have stole that rapier.
As it stands, our relations with the towns are, with Driscoll, it's very poor.
Of course.
Those guys.
Our relations with Thorley have been quite good. Marrows are quite good, and I guess another bit of major news: Sable City is livable.
Fantastic.
and some people are starting to live there again. They do have a new patriarch. None of the Sables survived, but
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
they're calling it New Sable City to honor the old name and move on, but our relations with them are quite poor. They blame Blackmore, rightfully so,
Of
for
course.
the things that happened to them. They do not like us very much. Their leader is known as Vitor Aldrich. He was from a small noble house in Sable. They were away at the time of the destruction. But he returned from his long journey and found his home destroyed and took a leadership role in helping rebuild the city. A lot of the city's still down, but they've repaired enough of it that people are starting to live there. And now with this reparation bill that's been enacted, they believe that they can maybe get it to a nice state maybe in the next several years.
I should go make a personal visit. At least the first few times we paid our reparations.
But they're being helped tremendously by Driscoll.
Good. Oh, not good.
Driscoll has sent thousands of workers and some simple machines to help move large rubble, and it's really moving this process along quite quickly. But they believe in the next 3 months or so they might have the main road and the central square
Of course.
cleaned up, and right now they're trying to move some of the rubble into just what were lesser sections of the city. Most of the city walls stayed intact. Sections of it, pieces got knocked out, but it stayed well enough intact that they don't believe any major. They'll just leave it in the state that it's in until maybe that'll be the last of their concerns. But yes, House Aldrich is now the lead house there. Quite lucky for them to have been away. But,
Yes.
Unlucky.
let's see. But anyways, from the helps they've gotten, their relations with Marrow are quite neutral right now. Again, with us, they're quite poor. With Thorley, they seem to be on good terms, and with Driscoll, they are extremely good. I would call New Sable and Driscoll allies from an intelligence standpoint. Marrow, they're about the same right now.
Of course.
But our relations with Marrow are good. They're on really good terms with Driscoll. They're still bad blood between them and Thorley. And again, like I said, on a neutral state with New Sable, yeah.
Alright.
Into arcane cannon that city. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Give me Frenic.
I guess one of the big differences with Marrow now relies on Driscoll as well. They've spent some time, like I said, rebuilding or helping rebuild New Sable, and they've spent some time with Marrow as well. And they've actually started before. Marrow didn't have much of a standing military, and their guards were quite poor, a bit overzealous, and they've started helping train Marrow and their soldiers and their city guard how to fight better, and they've actually built an academy there to start teaching people the arts of war. And with Thorley, they seem to be doing well since the attack of the Leviathan, thanks to you and your friends, no doubt. But their military is quite depleted from it. Lots of them died during these battles with the Water Genasi in the town and the elementals that were risen up. So
Which is understandable.
right now they're heavily recruiting their town guard and their army. The airship is actually set out on some mission. There was some buzz about it. King Thorley wanted to see if they could map the edge of the world, so he sent it over the Eastern Sea, or the Western Sea.
Interesting.
Idiot.
Um,
I thought I was dumb.
He hired a new advisor. He seems to be intelligent in helping them. The town's recovered from a lot of the damage much faster than anticipated under the guidance and counsel of this new court advisor.
This is Thorley.
Yeah.
Fuck. Right back into it. No, I was just thinking of like Lord of the Rings, where the evil man is the Jafar of freaking Thorley now.
And as the Tritons have been rebuilding Horsath underwater, things have gone well for them. They've been working closely with Roland Tilcott. He's been spending a lot of his time brewing potions and spell scrolls for underwater breathing magics to help the Federation help out Alhorsath and defend their borders from the Shaoguin. But things are going quite well. There were more attacks shortly after the destruction, but the Federation and the Tritons were able to drive them off for the most part. But that's gone well for Thorley and their relations with the Tritons of Alhorsath even more. Again, their relations with us are good. With Maripor, with New Sable, they're good, and they remain quite neutral with Driscoll. Right now, that's mainly the gist of what's been going on.
Sounds like we have our work cut out for us.
Yes.
Has the budget increased at all due to...
It has, but again, where before you had those 30,000 gold pieces spread apart, and you had those funds tied up in building these temples.
Of course.
We've been able to increase the budget since these new shops and influx of people to 40,000 for extra projects.
Excellent.
But it was then cut by 25,000 due to the reparations. But again, for the last, we're near the end of the year here, so we'll have new funds in a couple of months.
Good.
Because right now, again, the funds for the final 6-month period was tied up in the Temple of Helm and Azuth that you had commissioned. But you do have your 2 months allowance. I guess your simulacrum has them stored somewhere because we were paying you.
Hopefully he didn't lose them.
Hopefully not. So you'll once you track him down again and figure out where that is, you'll have so it was 10,000, and your professors cost you 3,200, so 60. So you'll have 13,600.
You're not gonna starve.
Yeah.
Gotta go take some of that to Sable. Personally say I'm sorry.
Y'all are already paying them officially.
I know, but like if we want better relations with Sable, bringing them 5,000 gold and being like, I'm sorry.
5,000 gold doesn't do anything with the kind of destruction.
Like
they
I
have.
said, I
like
think
your city's paying them
Right.
25,000.
I think you might just need to set up a meeting and just say,
Meeting.
let's introduce,
Maybe send gifts of like cattle and grains. Useful
maybe
things.
Yeah.
set up a.
Invest some, put some gold into the Federation to have missions to guard their borders from
Yeah.
voles and the like, and
Yeah.
bandits.
Yeah.
All right,
Could
so-
send some of our mages over there to help.
So
up
you finish this meeting.
Blow 'em up.
You run off. You find your simulacrum in his room, and he just had all that gold. Like he had some of it on him, and then the rest was in a chest in your room, but it was not secured very well.
Oh,
It just was in your footlocker. That's why your bed just sitting there. So it's like just completely full. Like you have a nice sized footlocker.
Yeah.
You know, probably this tall, that deep, and it's just completely full to the top with gold. Like,
Suppose we should take this to the bank.
didn't know what to do with it.
I can see that. Would you like an upgrade?
What?
An upgrade? Become stronger?
What does that mean?
Gain more spell slots?
You're gonna melt me?
Nope.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
That was good.
You were excellent. That's why I want to reward you.
Look at the flowers, Draven, too.
Can I pet the rabbits? All right. So you meet up with your buddies. So at this point, we're gonna take a downtime.
Okay.
Obviously, we talked during the week a little bit. So you were wanting to hold a celebration to celebrate your conquest in hell. Is that what you're going to tell the peoples?
No, we're celebrating their lordships.
Their lordships. Okay.
Yeah, for all the work that they've done for Blackmore
Okay.
and...
All right. So basically, you're coming up to the end of.
Oh, but we did spin that story about Alistair and us going to hell and stopping the pack there, so
Okay.
I guess we can add that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a big speech at the
Yeah.
celebration.
Protecting
you.
the babies
Hey,
of
did you
Blackmore.
type it up this time?
The speech?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I didn't.
Oh man. All right.
It's not good.
So we're towards the end of the 11th month of the year. Coming up is the first day of Nidal, which is the last month's name. It's otherwise known as the Drawing Dawn. And on the last day of the 11th month and the first day of the 12th month, there's a celebration that happens called the Feast of the Moon. And it's where people just take the day to remember their ancestors and their heritage and think on that. So you can schedule your celebration to be on the second day
Yeah.
and just kind of tail end that celebration to have that, and that's about a week out, or about 2 weeks out actually. So you could have your advisors put out, because you're wanting to have a little tournament, right?
Yeah.
So you can put out the feelers for that, get messages sent out so people know, and you need to make it clear this is for powerful warriors, because y'all are powerful.
I mean, anybody's allowed to join, but I would suggest powerful warriors
Yeah.
of high
So you let them know that, and
Submit their.
What you need to do is
Give
you
'em a
need to
couple weeks.
intimidate
Application,
Aldrich to join the tournament.
Aldrich.
Aldridge.
just kill him.
Yes. Just intimidate him into joining the tournament.
All right. So
Mortal Kombat.
Don't resurrect him.
It failed.
Let him
So
bleed.
we'll start with.
I'll do an illusion that devil came and picked his body up. He was the devil.
All right, so we know. We'll do a couple of things. Well, we'll start off with that. So let's take a quick break.
Yep.
And then we'll get into this celebration and tournament, and then because this is going to kick off the downtime,
Sounds good.
and then we'll get into what y'all are trying to accomplish.
No, that's cool. I need a couple beers.
Yeah. So we will be right back. Give us about 5-10 minutes max, and we will return.
He will probably try to interject with a sense of reason, but can be
Needed.
convinced that it's for the best.
Alrighty. We back in this bitch. Alright, so we're gonna start this off by hitting this celebration day. So,
He's got a long rest.
yeah, you definitely get long rest in a couple weeks. And people have started to gather in the streets. They've heard of a ceremony that's taking place. A platform has been built up in the main city square where all of you sit up there. The council and the eye are up there as well. Everyone's seated, and Draven begins to walk to the pedestal.
Oh shit, I got a mouthful of pizza.
So Draven walks up
See
with
if
a
we
piece
want
of
people
bread
fall
with
out.
cheese on top of it. And
It's called
he's looking-
pizza.
The pizza.
Huzzah.
They make
A
this
famous legendary turtle introduced it to this side of the world.
This is right after the celebration of the ancestors, right?
Yeah. This is the day after,
Okay.
and you set this up. You're standing in front of your people. What do you say?
The people of Blackmore.
Aye.
The past and the future bring us here. This is where it meets on today. Us remembering the fallen, our ancestors that came before us, that laid the way, and today, the heroes that guide our light, that bring us.
Our
into
children
the
are
future.
dead. Why? You see several pitchforks being raised. Good speech so far. Keep going.
Sorry. And I just want to take this moment to celebrate all life that's come before, life that's come after, and life that will be, and just make this a celebration of everything that has and has been yet to come to our great nation. Look how far we've come since the tyrannical ruling of Alistair, and the great relationships that we've made since then. I urge you, I plead with you to continue our growth and our relationships with neighboring countries, that we can all be brothers in arms, and that we can all further our goals with civilization, and that's...
The crowd begins to clap and cheer. And then you want to bestow these titles.
Yeah, I
Call forth whoever you want from the three.
I will first like to ask Remy, step up, if you would.
Do you get up?
Yes.
I'll take out the ceremonial sword.
So you approach Draven as he draws a blade on you.
Yep.
So, I have a nickname here I want you to use.
Okay.
The Lord of Lead.
The Lord
Lord
of
of
Lead.
Lead.
Okay.
Okay. I like that.
You just think of that?
Yeah.
Nice.
I would like to just
No, I actually thought about it like
bestow upon you a title and land, the land of the
Wheaton.
Wheaton. You'll be the Lord of Wheaton. The what was the name again?
The Lord of Lead.
The Lord of Lead is what I dubbed thee.
So you kneel before him and he places the ceremonial saber on each shoulder and then on the crown of your head as you rise. You are now a lord, a nobleman. Lord of Wheaton. Wheaton is this new settlement that has sprung up that's doing quite well. It's a farming settlement. It's a burgeoning town. It's actually got quite a bit of population, about 5,000 people in it. It's just south directions, east, west, southwest of Blackmore, just outside the city. There has already been a noble estate built there. It was just waiting for a lord. You are now the Lord of Wheaton. The Lord of Lead. The
I was
Dead-Eyed.
going to say, can you change the name to Instead of Wheaton, it's called lead.
We'll talk about it.
I mean, you're the lord of
I
it. You
don't
can
even know
change the name of the
these
town.
people
Azure,
Lenton.
if you would step forward, Azure.
I cast fly on myself.
I dubbed thee Lord of Black Lake with the title of Skywarden.
So the Black Lake is just north of Blackmore. It's very close. It's a what is it? A fishing town, mining town, as it's set into the mountains as well. There's also an estate there. It's got about 6,000 people in this region.
It is gonna be. It's like Black Lake. It's gonna stay Black Lake. That's cool.
Figured you would like it.
I like Black Lake.
As we look forward to the future, people of Blackmore, look at our lords. Look at the diversity we have here.
Stand up.
Look at the strength that we boasted. Remember, we are a prideful people that can stand together and be able to forge a new, better future.
Everyone cheers.
Fuck yeah.
They're like, fuck yeah!
Yeah,
And,
That's right. The
At
cannons.
this point, you take your seat, and
Yeah.
Regulus stands up. And now we'll begin a special tournament that Lord Blackmore has prepared. First, you'll see several of these lords and others compete in a jousting competition,
Nice.
and then a combat in the arena. So, everyone would make their way to the arena. It is time to make your way to the arena. And let's go.
Standing in the blue corner. Just standing in the blue corner.
I heard something else.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, oh.
Standing in
let's
the
go.
blue corner. I swear to God.
Standing in the blue corner.
Standing in the blue corner.
Okay, so 1, 2,
Kinda
that was
like-
4, 3, 6. Moving on.
Son of a gun.
Do this. We'll draw to see who's going against each other first.
Mistakes were made. Regret nothing.
Fun was had by all.
Reach in there and grab one.
Ooh. How coincidental.
I will be going first.
I thought I will be going first.
We will both be going first.
All right. So
Oh no.
who's got the ones?
We got the ones.
We
So
got
the
ones.
ones are Draven and Gilly.
Uh-oh.
I guess y'all got the twos.
Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing how that worked out.
I don't like the sound of this.
I already wrote Remy. Is there?
Resign my right against the king. I will honor you. We're going full tilt.
By putting your ass in the dirt.
That steed will be
Avalbar
mine.
or whatever when he sees King
All right.
Henry.
So y'all arrive, and going first in this jousting will be Gilly and Lord Draven.
Get used to this
All right. So this is
land horse.
how this works, okay? Everyone will hold a shield for this, so if you don't already have a shield, are you proficient with shields? You should be, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a shield in hand, you'll just have one for this, and it'll give you +2 to your AC.
I will cast a Tensor's transformation for it so that I will be proficient with shields.
Okay.
And I will cast Shield of Faith.
All right.
We're
You
casting
cast spells on yourself. Horses are brought to you. You're in the middle of this arena. There's fans in the crowd. Again, they've set up some posts in the middle, and they have a long piece of wood over it. Y'all will ride down your horses and attack each other. The way this works is There will be an attacking section where you roll your d20 with a lance. So, if you're not proficient with it, then it'll just be whatever you got.
I'd become proficient with
Okay.
it with tincers.
We'll
And I
say
also
if you
have
have...
advantage on my attacks because
I'm not sure if lances are actually part of the game or not.
They are
Javelins.
mounted combatant.
Yeah, I am only simple weapons, so I cannot wield a lance.
So you can wield it, you just won't be proficient.
Of course, if
with
it's strength based, that's gonna fuck me.
Is it a martial weapon?
Let me check. Equipment.
It's called a lance.
Yeah, it is a martial weapon.
All right, got martial weapons.
Yeah, golly, that's.
Do you have martial weapons? Is there?
No.
Okay. So you won't have proficiency.
I'm adding a lance into my inventory so I can.
That might be easier.
It's fine. You just need to... I think it's a strength weapon.
Yeah, so I just get +3.
Eef.
So you'll ride towards each other and you'll make your roll to hit. But before that, you'll need to decide whether you're going... And you can write this down if you need to, or just remember it, that you can choose between 5 things. Aggressive, defensive, braced, high in saddle, or eyes fixed. Aggressive gives you +5 to your attack, -5 to your AC. Defensive gives you -5 to your attack and +5 to your AC. Braced gives you -5 to attack, +5 to animal handling, which that'll be important because if you get hit, you'll have to make an animal handling check to stay on your horse.
Okay. Interesting.
Freaking wisdom. I'm good.
And this- He says animal handling in this guy's rules, but it's... Don't know why he wrote it that way. It's a strength check to stay in your horse.
Oh,
Sorry.
fuck me.
So it'll actually be athletics. This guy just wrote this down wrong. Sorry. And so -5 to attack and +5 to your strength check to stay on the horse. High in saddle gives you +5 to attack and -5 to your check to stay on the horse. And Ice Fix gives you +5 to your attack. It doesn't give you any minus modifier, but if you do get hit, you got to roll a d20. On a 1, you would lose one of your eyes. Your left eye. On a 2, you'd lose your right eye because these things splinter and hit you. On a 3 or 4, you gain a horrible scar. On a 5 to 10, you gain a minor scar. Anything above 10, no negative ramifications happen. It's a little gamble.
Can you go through them again?
Yeah, so aggressive, that's the +5 to attack, -5 to AC. Defensive, -5 to attack, +5 to AC. Braced, -5 to attack, +5 to your strength check.
Oh, that's...
High in saddle, +5 to attack, -5 to your strength check. And Ice Pick, +5 to attack, but you could come away maimed. Are you ready?
Yep. I know what I'm doing.
Ready?
Is it like the 3 things where you get hit 3 like off the horse, you lose?
Yeah, so if you score a point, if you hit, you score 1 point. If they stay on their horse, then you would go another round. If they fall off their horse, it's 3 points and the match is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go to 3, right?
Yeah, and you go to 3. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
I know
I
what,
know what I'm
taking every
choosing.
time.
So you two, you're riding. I will have you message me on your phone. You can do it on Messenger or text, and you'll tell me which action you're choosing on your turn.
Do we have the +2 to AC for the spell that Gilly put on us right now?
He didn't do that
Or
one.
when
That
is
was
that?
if you had gotten married.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why we said Chuck and Larry. If we got
Oh,
Chuck and
okay,
if we were
okay.
Chuck and Larry, you
Gotcha,
could get.
okay.
You want to do
And
that?
that does last for 7 days.
it only lasts for 7 days.
Mhm.
That's how long our love lasts.
You don't have to have sex.
Longer than a
Raven,
work week.
please submit your tactic.
It is submitted.
Chuck and Larry. I'm Chuck.
Hi, I'm Dave.
All right, so you begin riding towards each other. Make your rolls.
Nice.
At this point, you'll have both decided, so you can say what you're doing. As you ride towards each other, you see Gilly taking a defensive position, And Gilly, you see Draven taking a defensive position.
That's what I was
You'll both
thinking.
come riding forward, holding your shields high, sticking the lance over. What are your attack rolls?
With
13.
-5, mine is 17.
Oh yeah, -5 to attack. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, -5 to attack, +5 to AC.
8.
So 8 and
17.
so neither of you hit each other.
Right.
You're
Okay.
never gonna hit one another.
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Do we get to pick every round?
Yeah. So go another round. Perhaps if it goes on for a little while, we'll settle on
A coin toss.
No,
a draw.
I say you
We'll
have
do
to
3
be
passes.
aggressive.
Yeah.
You get one aggressive run.
You can only defend once.
That would be cool. You can only pick one each time, each pass through.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Once you use it, you can't use it again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Interesting.
Let's do that.
I'll have to pick something else.
Well,
All right. So now, yeah, I like that. Go ahead and send me your thing.
just go ahead and make this the first pass. So you might want to be defensive. You might not. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I think we
I
both.
think it's fine.
Well, we know what Gilly did.
All right.
He didn't
So
know
make your
this.
attack rolls.
Gilly went aggressive.
Okay. I
Not
don't know what
good.
the plus and minus is.
All right. So you chose. You notice as Gilly's riding towards you, he's high in his saddle,
Oh no!
and you notice he's taking an aggressive stance.
I'm
Okay.
gonna luck this.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck with that.
I rolled a
Oh, no.
19, and then it's plus 11 on the die to hit.
And you took high in saddle, so it's +5 to that as well.
That's 35.
35. What did you roll?
24.
24.
That does not hit my AC.
24 does not hit.
I have 26.
And
with
you
my Shield of
hit.
Faith on.
Now, Draven,
What was your to hit?
35.
35? Okay, yeah, I can't.
You want to cast shield?
Yeah, I was.
This is an honorable joust, Draven. You might want to save your spells for combat. That's after this.
Today.
So, 35 to hit. That hits. Roll me a d12
I'm
for
using
damage.
Mine on purpose. I'm not about to.
And then, Draven, give me an
Let's
athletics
just lay down
check.
our lances.
Athletics. Oh, I didn't make that with the damage. I guess I didn't have to use athletics.
So it's on the D12, I rolled a 2
Okay.
Less than I.
Did you add the,
plus 6, so it's 8.
so you take 8 damage, Draven?
So that's gonna be 7 for athletics.
7 for athletics. You are knocked off your horse. Gilly scores 3 points, and the match is over.
I get up laughing, clapping.
Everyone
Sorry,
cheers.
my lord.
What was the third one?
Sorry, my
The third one, braced.
You could have just hit. You could have.
Yeah, and if you need me to go over again, I can.
No, you're good.
All right,
just the only
so
one I
everyone
couldn't remember.
cheers. The referee comes out and grabs Gilly's hand, points to him, turns him to both sides of the crowd.
Yeah.
And
I come
y'all-
up, clap him on the back, you know.
Y'all clear out, and now 2 combatants have entered the arena. Azur Azul, the Sky Warden, versus the Lord of Lead, Remington Walker. Please, gentlemen, send me.
So I only get my strength modifier to hit, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so y'all begin riding towards each other, and Remington, you notice Azur has taken a brace stance, and Azur, you notice Remy has taken a defensive stance.
I knew he would have.
So braced is -5 to your attack,
Yeah.
+5 to your strength check,
Yeah.
and Remington, you chose defensive, so you get -5 to your attack, +5 to your AC. So what's our rolls looking like?
Okay, so I get
I rolled-
-5, and the check is athletics. You said.
If you get hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're talking about to hit.
So this is just a hit.
With your
It's got 12.
So 12
So
minus
-5.
5.
Seven.
But you get a modifier and stuff.
Yeah.
but I
What's
don't
your
think
what's
it
your
hits.
strength modifier?
5 plus 5.
+5 on strength, and then your
Right.
proficiency.
No, you're at +0 strength.
Okay.
Your dex is +5.
Oh, okay. Strength +0. What's your proficiency bonus? Y'all's is 5
5.
right now.
Yeah.
So he probably has a +5 to hit.
Yeah.
So that would wipe that out with your
Yeah.
defensive
It'd be
stance. So just straight roll 12.
And I rolled
So-
a natural 1.
So neither of y'all hit each other. So y'all both just ride past each other. You drop your lance.
Used to that lance.
You'll come back around. Send me another.
It's fun.
It's aggressive.
There's aggressive,
defense, braced on the top.
high and saddle,
Yeah.
and eyes fixed.
Eyes. What's the eyes fixed? do
Eyes
again?
fixed is the +5 to attack, but if you get hit while your eyes are fixed, you could come away scarred.
I do have a fake eye in my backpack.
All right,
if
so
anybody needs it.
you'll start attacking each other. Remington, you notice Azur has his eyes fixed upon you, and Azur, you notice Remington is in a brace stance. So go ahead and roll. Braced is -5 to attack.
Oh, no.
Boom. And eyes fixed is +5. So
Yeah, I rolled.
So mine's wash, basically, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be a 20.
20,
I rolled a 2.
a 2. So okay, so you both. What's your AC?
19.
So you hit.
That hit me.
So you hit him. All
Eyes
right.
were fixed.
Eyes were fixed. Give me a D20 roll.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You rolled a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, roll your double damage, I guess.
Yeah.
So that 2.
2d12.
Oh.
2d12, it'll be +0 since it's on strength mod.
Well, mine was on like a 19, just was like
So-
double over.
Plus
7 damage.
Oh,
you
you
take
don't have a
s-
strength modifier.
yeah. So +7 damage, or 7 damage. Is there? What'd you roll on your d20?
Just now, or I just rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, yeah.
I rolled a 2 to hit.
So okay, yeah, I was talking about because you got hit while your
Yeah.
eyes were fixed. So we're gonna see if you
Yeah, I just rolled
take
a
a
nat
week.
20.
So a 20 on that. Okay, and now let's have a athletics check to see if you stay on your horse.
Athletics?
Mm-hmm.
16.
16, yeah. So
Okay.
you maintain. Remington scores 1 point.
Nice.
We're going around to make another pass. Go ahead and send me your next stance on pass 3. Yeah, and that gives it a good natural stopping point too, because once you go through all 5, whoever has the most points wins.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so you both start riding towards each other. You kick up a little faster. You notice both of you are taking aggressive stances.
Oh, shit. No.
That's +5 to attack, -5 to AC.
Oh, I got it.
So you have your D20 roll +10 on that, Boomer. And you'll have your D20 roll +5.
I got 19.
So 19.
It hit.
Hits.
I rolled a 23.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
So y'all both hit each other. As y'all approach, y'all both land your lances on each other. The lances explode. Let's roll
You
damage.
gotta drop him off his horse.
Each one of you roll a D12 plus your strength modifier.
5.
So 5 damage to Azur
4.
and 4 plus.
You have a
What's your
strength
strength mod?
I rolled
That's
a
with
1.
it.
I rolled a
Oh,
1.
okay, so 4 total. So you take 5, you take 4, and both of you give me athletics checks.
Where it is.
God dang it.
28.
28,
Roll a nat
yeah.
20.
You don't even falter.
Look. 18.
18.
Okay.
So you both stay on. Remington
Bullshit
has
luck
2
roll.
points. Azur has 1.
Gotta knock him off that
Round
horse.
4. Let's go, boys. You roll back to the other side. The squires toss you both a new lance, and you begin to make your next pass.
Braced, eyes
There's
fixed,
aggressive, defensive, braced, high and saddle, and eyes fixed.
Oh boy. Boomer looks like he's got
All right,
the
so
eye on
you'll
the
begin
prize.
riding towards each other. Azura, you notice Remington is high in his saddle, while Remington, you notice Azur is in a defensive stance.
Ooh.
So your roll, Remy, will be a D20 plus 10, and yours is.
Yeah, I shouldn't have known.
You're defensive though. You have plus 5 to your AC, minus 5 to your attack.
I rolled a 17.
So 27.
No, 17.
Oh, 17 total?
I rolled 17.
Okay. What's
I
yours?
rolled
Huh?
a
Scott
5.
Ring sounds playing.
So it was an 8 to hit.
An 8 to hit. So neither of y'all hit each
No, it was
other.
a -5 actually. Mine's was like a 3 to hit.
Okay, so y'all both just are unable to hit each
Yeah.
other, and now you get ready for your final pass. Azur, you know you must hit here
Yeah.
and knock him off his
Yeah,
horse to
so
win.
Mine's high and
All right,
saddle.
so you're high in saddle.
My
Your
eyes fixed.
eyes fixed.
Oh no!
Alrighty, here we
Go
go.
for the win.
Eyes fixed, high in saddle.
Sucks.
So you both have +5. So yours is your D20 plus 10, Remy.
Mine's
12.
what's mine? A plus
Ooh.
5?
Yeah.
Was it 13? Yeah, I got a 16.
Does it hit? So
No,
you're
14.
unable to hit him, and you got a 12.
Yeah.
So y'all both don't hit each other,
Yeah.
and the match ends. Remington 2 points, Azure 1.
I'll go and shake his hand.
The Lord of Lead.
All right.
the arena?
Is it? Has it been more than 10 minutes?
Yeah. Okay. And now we'll go.
I'll see that he's not.
So who
casting
won?
a
Gilly
spell.
won?
Yeah,
And Remington won.
he's not casting a spell. I won't either. I'll play it like a man.
I had it until the freaking luck roll.
Good.
Freaking had it.
I had to do it
Thank
just
you.
to hold the lance.
Man, it is.
All
If I
right.
would have had proficiency in the lance, it would have been.
You don't have martial weapons? Damn.
Gilly and Remy, let's go.
Alright.
You know your checks.
No, I'm simple weapon. Dang. That's
Through
good fight,
this,
though. We didn't lose an eye or nothing. We're good.
Other competitors have gone through. They'll beat
Anyone,
several others.
Anyone of note
Good match.
sticking out?
You notice
Yeah.
most seem like
Straight up.
less powerful, knights, just regular knights of the realm. No one else seems to be like incredibly powerful, like on your level, that's competing in this event. Alrighty. So we got our checks. Okay, so you just making sure that got sent. So you both start riding towards each other. You notice each other are both high in the saddle. +5 and -5 to that strength check. So +5 on top of your normal roll. So yours is a D20 plus 10, Remington.
12.
12. And dice are cold.
Let's see. 15 plus 5 is 19.
19. Does 19 hit?
So it's AC -5? Is that what it is?
No. Not
No,
not
it's
high in saddle.
Okay, yeah.
It'll be -5 to your
No,
strength check.
my AC is 20.
So it missed.
Okay.
So y'all both miss each other. No points scored on the first pass. You make your way back around. Get ready for
Both
pass
lose an
2.
eye. It's just clap.
Yeah. Smash lances.
Oh god! There's blood everywhere! Oh god!
Get the diamond!
Alright, so you begin riding towards each other. Remington is taking an aggressive stance versus Gilly's defensive stance.
Yeah. So I have a -5 on my.
Yeah, on defensive you have -5 to attack, +5 to AC.
So run +10.
So 21 to hit.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
21 hits.
14.
Yeah, that ain't gonna
So
hit.
you miss, you hit. Give me a D12 of damage plus your strength mod.
One.
Why are you trying to hurt
six,
people?
7.
So you get 7 damage.
damn.
And Remington, give me
Roll 2 and a 1
And-
and 12.
athletics
So you're not
check. So you were aggressive, yeah. So athletics check.
11.
11. You're hit by the lance and knocked off the horse. 3 points to Gilly. Gilly is the winner of the jousting tournament.
Was there ever any doubt?
And
You get proficient. You got like a.
Oh, I'm built to fucking joust.
Yeah. I couldn't touch his AC.
as victory, you receive a potion of longevity.
Ooh. What does that do?
Makes
That-
you longevity.
Add it to your inventory and read it.
Just drink it, drink it and see what happens.
It lets you live.
Right.
It'll take years off your life. Like, make you younger.
Okay.
Weird.
That's pretty awesome.
By 90.
And now we will move on to the tournament.
You turn into a baby.
Tournament of power.
Tournament of Power. Please return me your numbers.
Does Ruse heal us back up? Or does a cleric heal us back up? I mean, it wasn't very much.
I was at full health already because I had tensors on.
I only had.
Now entering this tournament.
I'm gonna use my Pearl of Power to gain my spell slot back.
feels like a 2. It's a 3.
A 3. It's a 3.
That is a 3.
I have a 3.
Count your lucky stars. All right.
All right, so who drew the ones?
I got a 1.
I got a 1.
Oh.
An immediate rematch from.
Vengeance.
Who got the 2s?
I got a 2.
You got a 2.
Rock this die a little bit.
And Draven got a 3.
Yes.
All right, so you turn that TV on.
Yeah. Over. There you go. Right there. Oh, to the left. Oh, okay.
Yep, you're good. Over to the right, right there.
Is it playing? Or
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to find me a mini.
No, I don't think this dude will work.
I think there's a Drew has a trident somewhere.
Here's this dude.
Yeah, that'd be gonna work.
Put one of you on one side and
Where's David?
Oh, it's. I got him over here. I was off the map. Who do you want to bet on?
so Azur and Draven are speaking, Draven's trying to make a wager with you on this battle.
How much? 5 gold pieces?
How about 10?
If I win, no counter spells.
Alright.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I am going to pick my friend Remy.
I was going to go with Remy as well, but since you picked him, I guess I'll go with the new fella.
Alrighty, let's roll initiative, boys.
Staying on table 2.
Nice. Nat 20 there. That'll be 23.
23.
27.
Damn.
27.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I can do.
So
Oh, right.
you were feeling swift as fuck, but oh my god, Remy just moves. His reaction time was just so much better as he begins to what? It's your turn.
I pick up my bag of holding and pull out my arcane cannon.
He pulls out the arcane cannon. So you see this guy standing there. He's got like a shotgun on his back. He's got a handgun, and then he reaches into a bag and just pulls out a goddamn cannon.
This is a friendly duel, right?
Time to play with big boy weapons.
Which
I'm
action do
going
you do?
to try to lightning shot your ass.
So you notice just charges of lightning, just shocking, static lightning is just shocking out of the center of it as it begins to swirl into the cannon. This blue light emanates from it as it launches forth a lightning bolt to the ground. It hits the ground and explodes, correct? And what kind of save?
It is a dex save.
Make a
And I need to
dexterity.
know if you have metal armor on.
He certainly does.
I do.
So you roll at disadvantage.
The ball of lightning hits and begins to shock you.
4 plus 9, 13. The other one was a 20.
So
So
13.
that's 6d10.
Ooh,
Welcome to the Black Company.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
Initiation, motherfucker.
Does anything else happen?
Is that the only effect? Just the shocking, or is?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I don't have to track damage. What am I doing?
Yeah,
I just get to sit back and enjoy.
for once.
Yep.
For 40 damage.
40.
40 damage. You get shocked. Ow! Fuck! Never seen anything like it, but now it's your turn to respond.
Okay. Let's.
Crowd cheers!
I thought he was the king of lead.
The Lord of Lead shoots
Lord of
lightning bolts
Lead!
from his arse!
I pull out my arcane cannon. And I'm like, you can only do that once. No, you can do it every time.
Basically, once.
Yeah, he'll be ready for the next fight. I'll have to dispel that cannon.
80 feet in one turn.
Ruin it completely.
Can you really?
No, the
Oh.
fucking Nate could.
Nate, yeah,
Oh,
Nate
yeah.
could do laps around this arena.
Yeah.
Bonus action. Or action.
Bonus action. I'm a bonus action rogue.
Just run up to him.
Yeah, I'll get all the movement I can, and then I got a bonus action.
What are you, 10 feet away?
I will cast Hold Person. You gotta make a
Is it a
save.
bonus action?
No, never mind.
Already cheating.
I'll,
Gilly the cheetah.
I'll cast, I think it's Searing Smite as a bonus action.
You have that. And your shield does a thing.
I don't know if I'm close enough. Let me check its
It's range.
right.
Oh, your character, James. God dang, man.
Yeah. You act like we haven't been playing for a couple of years.
How long have you had this guy?
Shut up.
Yeah, we've been playing this campaign for years, bro.
Almost 2 years now.
Is there a range on
It
it?
doesn't say, but I will call the range 10 feet.
I think he's at 15.
He is.
Yeah, I'll do Searing Smite, which is a
Okay.
bonus action.
Searing Smite. Alrighty.
Guess it just stays on there till you can hit him with it.
Yeah, it's
Concentration.
So he charges towards you.
next
And
time I make
he
a
just
weapon
waves
attack.
his hand over his blade and it's on fire.
Yes.
Blame recent flame, and now it's your turn to respond. So he's just standing there going. God damn it.
And I will pull out Mr. Cheney.
What's the range on Cheney?
60.
Oof. OP motherfucker.
Says the guy with plus 12 on every save you got. I can't believe you
Uh,
failed that.
I know. I was
bad.
like, there's no
17.
way.
No, that doesn't hit.
Fire Cheney into a
Oh, fuck, I am right behind the pillar. Son of a bitch.
Do it while you're running.
Or right before you ran.
Yeah. You ignore cover, right, with your...
Yeah, you can shoot and then run. It's that easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go with that. So, miss on the first one, I'm going to shoot
He
again.
doesn't realize it. He's like, fuck. Goes to the side.
18.
Miss.
2 shots ring out from Cheney.
Bonus action reload Cheney.
Shield comes up and just blocks it.
Anything more?
Gilly, you're up.
Alright. Fucked up now.
Can you chase him down? Very nice.
Get in his face.
He brandishes his sword. I said the spear, right?
My spear. My,
Flaming spear.
my spear of the
He's got a
champion.
flaming spear.
I will,
I don't know, the caster's pretty much, well, he's a caster, but the two real casters
with my
got to
spear of the champion.
possibly go at it.
I hope not.
17.
Last time we fought,
Nice.
it was so close.
I will.
I need someone that can't fly.
Bonus. No, I already have a concentration on. So,
Okay.
I miss.
So you miss?
Mhm.
Did you take both swings?
No, I didn't. I don't know how to play my character.
You have extra attack.
Metagaming.
I have 2 attacks.
God, play your fucking.
Same one.
Good. Play your character.
Take 2 swings and miss again.
What is it? Yeah, 17 again. Do I have to hit to be able to do the other side of the pole? Do you know?
On Polearm Master.
Yeah, or is it just if you
I
swing?
believe.
How long?
I think it's a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm just
It
not
is.
sure if you have to
I haven't
hit.
used my bonus action.
Let me check it real quick. Is it Polearm Master?
Yeah.
Today, June.
If you take the attack action. Yeah.
Okay, so you can just do it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it?
Yes.
Bonus action. So he pokes twice with the spear and misses. Then he comes back with the butt end of it.
So that will hit you 19 plus 11 or plus 13 to hit. That'll hit. It's a D4. You'll get the
Searing
D6
smite.
from the Searing Smite. D4, D6. I think you have to make a Constitution save on Searing Smite. Take 2 plus. It has. No, I don't think
The modifier.
the modifier goes on the thing. So. Okay, so 2 and then 4 fire damage, so
So
6 damage. Make a Constitution save.
13.
That'll fail. So you are. It does 1 extra d6 fire damage, so that's another 2 fire damage, and you've ignited into flames.
Oh.
At the start of each of the turn, until the spell ends, target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. You can use an action to put out the flames. I'll also use my bonus action here to smite you.
I thought that was the way to hit the
Yeah.
butt at the end is its bonus action now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
And you do get your damage modifier to that hit.
Okay,
Because you're
then
proficient with the spear.
that will be
Things that
another
where you
8.
don't get the
8,
modifier is when the ability explicitly says not to add the modifier.
You can
Okay.
dump a smite at any time as long as you hit.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to use a bonus action to smite. Yeah, so I will do that.
Yeah. On a hit, you can just apply a smite.
Yeah.
The divine smite.
Know your character, James. Good.
So are you
Lord.
smiting him as
I
well?
am smiting.
So you see this flaming spear just come forward, and then right as it's about to hit you, you see it just flash with holy light as it slams into your side, ignites you in fire. What's the damage from your?
I'm gonna use a 3rd level smite, which will be
3d8.
He's a fiend too,
No,
so
it's
it's
2,
an extra.
48, I think.
I think he's undead.
It's originally 2, and then 2nd level will be 3,
Yeah, you're
3rd
right.
level will be 4.
Oof. Remy. Run, Remy. Your poor beard is gonna be sitting.
Right.
7 plus 16.
23.
3, yeah.
Oof.
Another 23.
Boom, the mathematician.
Hit him for more.
Now it'll be your turn.
What did that wind up being?
439.
And you miss both your sword attacks, or spear attacks.
Yeah.
I will.
Oh man, the D&D Beyond thing.
I'll go ahead and use my action. One of my actions to put my fire out.
Is it showing up on yours?
That is.
My computer's super slow, so it doesn't update.
Yeah, it's on. What do you?
I was just trying to look at their hills on the extension.
Yeah, mine's on. Yeah, I can see it on mine.
Oh yeah, you're up, Remy. Sorry.
Well, Remy's right by the
You-
V.
Do you get more than one action? It's just you take the attack, you get to do
Oh,
one
yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'll just make the save then. Do I make the save for my turn?
If you put it up, yeah, you'll make the save to see if you take the damage.
Before my turn?
Start of your turn.
20.
That'll pass. So, yeah, you won't take damage on that.
Alright. Here comes Cheney.
So you're still on fire.
Luck. 20 to hit.
That miss.
Turned into axe then. You got axe ring of
Right.
now.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Should have asked Roos to do some holy weapon on you for this start.
Right?
Why would Roos do that? He's fighting.
Oh, Roos is fighting?
Yeah, you're fighting Roos.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
I thought Roos was going to watch.
You got a couple levels on him.
I don't want to hurt Roos.
For 15 damage.
Oh, what if he hits you with a vorpal blade? Just
And
beheads your
bonus
ass.
action reload Cheney.
I'm not going to be on the ground.
And roll up.
Okay.
That'd be a great strat. You can revive him.
Yeah. Whoops! I'll just put that back.
Since that Searing Smite is done, I'll go ahead and use my bonus action now to put up Shield of Faith. And attack twice.
Poke.
Yeah, that's 32 to hit. And 19.
19 misses.
Okay.
Swing twice, one hits, one miss.
So what is it? I already used my bonus action. But I will smite you.
He will smite!
So from the spear hit, it's 11. Oh no, shit, I forgot I have advanced smite too, so that's another
D8
8
it, yeah.
right there.
So 19.
Yeah. And now I will use a spell slot.
You roll an additional D8
Yeah,
with your
sure, D8.
improved Divine Smite.
So it was a 5 instead of 8.
Or 5 instead of 8.
Yeah.
He rolls a d8.
Use another 3rd level spell to smite you. Another 4d8.
I will bonus action hold person.
We're like running around the arena
For
trying to
20 damage.
cast on the opposite person.
Right.
Like slapping each other's hands as we're trying to cast spells.
Okay.
You good? Alright, back to Remy.
Surprised you haven't taken a reaction.
Oh yeah, I do have a reaction.
Thanks. Why don't you let him play his own
I'm
character?
betting on him.
Yeah,
But
don't
it's,
interfere. Let him play his character.
Pole arm.
He's
got
gotta figure it out.
Does 14 plus 13 hit?
Do what?
14 plus 13 to hit.
Yeah.
So you'll stay in
You
place.
don't go anywhere.
Oops.
There's
Don't
a
do shit like that, Ronnie.
Sorry.
it's being dropped in the level 16 character. 3 plus 8, so 11 damage, and you go nowhere.
Sounds like a jab for Cheney.
I'm going to use a grit point
Okay.
to try to use disarming shot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go.
Um,
With the shotgun.
yeah. Yeah. 24.
Miss. Got Shield of Faith on.
Second shot.
That's a miss.
Another miss. Gilly.
Okay.
This AC whore over here.
Let's take 2 more hits. Let's see.
You got a bad
18 plus
matchup.
13 will hit, and then 5 plus 13 is 18. That'll miss, right?
Right.
One hit.
I'll go ahead and use a bonus action to hit with my butt. It's a 19 plus 13, so that'll hit. It's D6 and a D4. Six plus 8 is 14, and then another 9. And I'll go ahead and expend a couple more spell slots. Let's go first level here. 2 first level smites, which is 2d8 each.
So you hit twice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, 22.
You're burning up a lot of spells.
Yeah. Just trying to win one battle.
Before you
What's
catch
how
a
much
flyer.
That was 22 on the smites.
So 22.
Back to Remington.
Come on, Remy.
I think I'll give up here.
You concede?
Yeah.
Okay. So Remy concedes.
What are you down to?
85.
The crowd cheers. Draven must give up how much
Clasp his
gold?
hand.
10.
10 gold to Azur.
No, Zerg gives me 10 gold.
yeah.
Azur
I give
gives
him
you
10 gold.
10.
Because I wanted to bet on Remy, but he took him before me.
All right, and then round 2 will now begin. Azur takes his way, or battle 2,
Well fought. Well fought.
takes his way to the
So it's a bad
battlefield.
matchup.
We got Azur and
Where's Reese at?
he should be over there. I think.
Yeah, he's on that side. You just set him in the back end there. And we'll go Azur versus Roussel. Alrighty. Let's roll initiative.
12.
Initiative. Got 2, so you're up.
I'm gonna cast Fly.
Okay.
How tall are these pillars?
They're 10 feet tall.
I'm gonna fly on top of this pillar,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Alrighty. So you fly up onto that pillar. 10 feet up. Okay, you're up there. Roussel will he will fire a guiding bolt at you.
He has disadvantage on that, I believe.
On range attacks?
Because of my shield.
Okay, yeah, he'll miss. That is a 12. So fires a guiding bolt wide, and it is now your turn.
Holding the shield, you have advantage on saving throws and other magical effects, and spell attacks have disadvantage.
Gotcha. It's your turn.
3 other splash.
Alright.
29, 31, 26.
All 3 hit.
Ugh. 39 plus 9 plus 18, 27.
27?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my turn.
Gotcha. So 27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty, and Roussel will. Dude, his page is like fucked.
What happened to his
Just like
page?
showing a bunch of shit twice. Alrighty. How close is he to you?
60 on the ground, and then I'm 10 feet up.
Beacon of Doom.
A little closer. And he will cast. Make a Constitution saving throw. Is this negative dark energy comes flying towards you.
16.
16. That will fail. You will take. Let's see what this rolls on here. 50 points of necrotic damage. So he casts harm at you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Got him below 100 on one shot.
Alright, and right now, for the next hour, your hit point maximum cannot increase above that.
Oof. 99.
Alrighty. So that's a big spill, and now it's your turn.
Hopefully, don't got one of those in him.
Hopefully he doesn't kill him with that.
It's a harm. Eldritch Blast. Not good. 17 misses, 14 misses, 28
Yeah, that hits.
for 14 damage.
It's like, come on now. Come on down. Please.
Reconcentrating on 5.
Oh shit. Well,
He's.
I
You'll still
I
need to make a
will.
check,
Yeah,
but-
but I will win. I'm
So,
standing on
The
the.
DC's 25,
I fell, so I'm just
so
standing
you
on.
lose fly.
That's why I stood on the pillar.
Yeah, right.
All right. Let's touch.
That's also this pillar here.
He's gonna try to hit you with another guiding bolt, but he's gonna cast it at 4th level.
Next time, try not to tell me what spell because I can counter it.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't, just letting you know, just so I don't want to.
And he's going to miss.
Nice.
I just,
So the spell flies wide. Yeah, you're right. I forget you have counterspell. You're up.
just in case if you would have said harm there again, I'd have been like,
Yeah. You're up.
So that one come from a mile away this time.
22, 24, 25.
Yeah, all hit.
Oh, 22 plus 18. 40.
40 damage.
Yeah.
So you fire 3
Almost
more Eldritch
max.
Blasts. All 3, they're just peppering him. He's starting to look fairly hurt.
Something might have busted a little early.
Well, Roussel.
Well, I'm kind of on a pillar.
Right.
Yeah. All right, he's gotta.
So I knew I wouldn't be able to do much against y'all. Either.
He's gotta try to pull out all the stops here to
That's
win.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't want it to be against him.
Yeah. That's
He had the least bit of combat against me. Bad matchup for you.
especially in an arena.
I would have flown
You're
out.
not in a-
the
you're
space.
not-
The space was not my friend.
You're not an
Yeah.
arena
Couldn't
guy.
get away from you.
Like with utility around you, you're unbelievable.
Right.
Not
If
in
I
an
can
arena.
run, I'm pretty good. But
Yeah, like an arena with no utility around you, you're a good blaster, but he's literally built to hit people like you.
Yeah, get in people's
That's
faces.
what he's built for. Like that's your kryptonite. That's why I was like, this is a bad matchup.
It was. It was the best matchup for me. I don't think I
Right.
can do anything against anybody else.
I would have flown straight up and just rained hell on you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, he's gonna start casting a spell.
Yeah, I
I'll let this one go.
At y'all and try to
Okay.
fuck you up, and y'all can pass.
This time he's casting again a 4th level guiding bolt, and he's gonna send it at this pillar you're standing on.
Trying to destroy Blackmore property.
She'll hit the pillar.
Seize him!
Seize him! You are to prison. I am the Sky Warden.
I'll try to knock you off of that.
Oh shit, we forgot to give Purcell's title.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't know if you were gonna give him one because he was like a priest of Helm or whatever. So I didn't know. That's why I didn't bring it up.
He still gets it. We'll say we said.
The son of the morning star. Or what's his name? And
So you take 33 or not you, that thing takes 33 points. You feel it smash into the pillar there, and you see it starting to crack and crumble. He knocked a chunk of it off. You don't know if it can take another hit like that.
Okay.
And you're up.
Nice.
Why don't you give up, Bruce?
I'll fight to the end. I mean, not
We
the
love
end,
him.
but
Pretty close.
I like look at it. The end.
Fairly close to the end.
Just to the
Natural 1, 28, 22.
2 hit.
16 plus 18, 34. Right? 34. Sitting next to Boom, I try to do my math quick because they'll fucking come over the top of me.
And as you hit with 2 more, it just smashes into him. It knocks him down to a knee, and I yield. I yield.
Oh.
Good fight, Bruce! As I
And
Like,
he
kinda-
starts healing himself.
drag him down.
Lower yourself off the pillar.
As the pillar crumbles.
Oh, as soon as it does, it like slowly crumbles
Right.
and I barely go down. Like,
It's still holding together.
Just like ride it like a wave.
A few other matches take place. You watch some lower level fighters fight, and now, Draven, it's your turn. You step into the ring.
Enough to get a short rest in.
like,
Against the Vigilus.
Yeah, you'll have enough
Draven, make this an hour match.
before your next fight.
Make this an hour.
Where's Draven?
Oh, I'll get a short
I'm
rest.
in the arena.
Why didn't I use more spells?
Well, you will now.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't thinking that. So I get mine back at short rest. I cast Mending on my pillar.
You want to be all the way against
All the way against the wall.
Who's he fighting? Who we got here? Is this Larry? Ashy Larry?
All right,
From
so
Chappelle Show.
you step into the arena. Everyone cheers. And then this small guy steps in.
Okay.
He's wearing like he's got a quarterstaff, a robe, and a hood. And he finally pulls the hood back. And you see little horns. He's short, he's got a little beard. This guy's a satyr.
A satyr, huh?
Interesting.
You notice he has little hooves in the very bottom. Okay, let's roll initiative. Got a 15,
You from the Black Lake?
11.
11, so he goes first.
The satyrs from the Black Lake.
Alrighty. Alright, what's he gonna do here? How far apart are y'all?
Fairways.
About a half a mile.
Half a mile.
About 90, I believe. Is wall to wall.
90? Okay. So this guy. How many is that gonna be?
I forgot my pretty smite on those other hits too. Shit.
Sorry, looking at something, y'all.
You're good.
Cheat card.
What is
Yeah.
this?
There's so many different dice pools. Negative is one dice pool.
That got a lot of shit.
D6s, D8s, D4s.
Okay. So you're 90 apart?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see this guy kind of wave his quarterstaff around, channel some energy, and you see this beam of green light coming towards you. Make a dexterity
Oh,
saving
fuck!
throw.
Man.
He's coming in hot.
Shut him down.
I don't have enough range on it.
It's too far.
I'm gonna lock that. There we
Oh.
go. That's worth it.
I'm gonna miss not having luck.
Yeah, you're gonna hate
23. So you make the save. You see this ray slams into the wall and just disintegrates a portion of the wall next to you.
Oh, I didn't know we were playing like that.
And it's your turn. Or actually, he's gonna. Oh, look at up, bro.
Alright.
it. Tried to disintegrate the fucking master of Blackmore. That's,
And it went
Wow.
further than disintegrate can normally go, so that's something to take notice of.
this is whoa. This is Sparta.
Here. And with my action, I will cast a Crown of Stars.
Okay. You don't have a line of sight on him right now.
I do not. And I have to have an action to be able to hold a bonus action, or would I be able to hold a bonus action?
You would use the hold action, and then it would resolve as. I don't know if you can hold bonus action.
Okay, because like to fire that thing is a bonus action.
I don't know. I'll say for now you can hold your bonus action. It'll resolve as your reaction.
Okay. Once I see him,
I'll look
fire
at the
a
rule later.
mode at him.
I've never had anyone try to hold the bonus action.
There are not very many good bonus actions to hold.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hold my
So what's the
reload.
trigger when he
Yeah.
steps into appearance?
Yeah,
I guess.
when I can see him.
I am going to wait until he fires and I will reload my weapon.
As a reaction.
Waste my reaction.
To reload when a bullet's coming out.
All right, he's gonna step out.
Reload it with his bullet.
That's a monk. Yeah.
Does 21 hit?
So he takes out from behind the pillar and rolls back to the back, and you launch one of the stars towards him
20 damage.
for 20 force damage. No, radiant damage.
Radiant.
You motherfucker! You're 60 away.
Okay, I am. Perfect. But I used my reactions.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So I was a little surprised you did that.
All right. At this point, he will, and you notice at this point, he now that you're closer, you notice he's got like this pouch on the front of his belt. And he opens it up, and you see a bunch of coins fall out. And he's going to begin casting a spell, and these
Nice.
coins start flying in the air.
And
Cool. Cool spell.
Yeah.
Cool way to say it. Too. Cool way to explain it.
You see 10 coins begin to fly,
Mistborn. God, I wish I could see.
and
Mistborn is so good.
does it say their movement?
It's up here somewhere. If you want to read a book, boom. Read Mistborn, I'm telling you. It's an easy read.
finally started.
So
So
he uses
all
a
that.
bonus
Second level.
action to command them. It commands them to go
If
attack
anybody
you.
who wants to start reading fantasy, I would tell them Mistborn first. Just because it's not like a super, just
and it's
confusing.
completed. Too,
Mhm.
right?
It's not confusing with all these stuff they do. It's not like our Martin with all these branches. Like it's a good, just quick, easy, a little lengthy, but it goes by quick. Like one book of Stormlight Archives is 2 books of Mistborn, you know.
Oh shit. Okay.
And these things are just coins, so they're not
Mhm.
blocking your line of sight.
Just right. Poor Roos. Had to draw me.
This is the coolest.
I wanted I could
use
have
of the
seen
spell.
Roos and Gilly. 'Cause we
These
might have.
coins look angry as they begin flying towards you, and it'll be your turn.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Synaptic Static
Okay.
on top of all the coins.
All right.
So that is an intelligence save.
Can coins have intelligence saves?
Can it even? You have to have at least.
The coins are smarter than Azure. Can't believe they started at 9:30 again.
So
Oh,
dumb.
yeah.
So dumb.
All right.
I guess Memphis was like a big, like,
Very nice. They just passed the threshold. Your synaptic static doesn't affect creatures of 2 or lower.
Oh wow.
Coins have 3.
They're gonna fill the shit out of this.
Yeah. What's your DC?
20.
Yeah.
I don't think they
the
can make
save.
it.
Yeah. So they all fail. What's the damage?
24.
24 damage. Alrighty. So all the coins die.
Nice. Good use of that spell.
Very good. So somebody can wipe that off.
I say blame.
I giggle.
I'll get it when I get
And
it.
as a bonus action, I send another mode at him.
Okay.
Giggle.
That's gonna be 27.
20.
When did Draven get so smart?
27 to hit.
Yeah.
Dice cam.
22.
E. Smith, baby.
Alrighty.
That was 3d12s.
Yeah, 4.
4d12s per mo. I almost took that spell.
Badass spell, man.
It's very efficient.
Definitely saves me some spells.
Alrighty.
Sixth.
7th.
7th. Yeah, I took Force Gauge instead.
I mean, they're both super useful.
Did you back out?
No, I
move.
stayed right there.
He didn't move.
They move. They move. 5, 4, 5 years ago. Hello, boy, just like you. Man, you out of date, boy.
My head just like you.
You out of date, boy.
Don't know what that's
Man,
gonna
that
do
little
to me,
boy
though.
was me, man. My parents used to live here.
Got it.
I don't want to worry, mate.
What?
Radio edit.
I can quote that so much.
Alright,
That
so
movie.
you notice with his black robe,
Mm-hmm.
it's got these like little red prints on it. And he reaches and grabs it, throws it out.
Nice.
Flip of members' items or
That ends up being.
I thought this was gonna be a first round buy.
it's got some cool shit.
Yeah. Making me work for it a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't want to do is give Drew a wizard to play with.
Oh, what a weak cast. I'm glad I didn't face him.
Luckily, I've stayed pretty conserved for the most part.
Blew up on him.
Use a powerful spell as well.
Yeah.
So as he throws that out, it splits into 8 separate arcane-looking darts as they fly towards you and slam into you. You take 36 points
Ooh.
of force damage.
But halved.
What?
Because of my ability against spells or.
This was. Oh yeah, I guess that counts as a spell. Yeah. Even though he didn't cast the spell, it's an ability, but it affects as a spell. Yeah. So 36 divided by 2 is that 18. So you take 18, and then he's going to step over.
Dude's a cool character. Cool
Yeah.
little dude.
Yeah.
What is bag of tricks?
Lead.
There. Now I'll shoot another mode at him.
Alright.
17?
He's gonna cast shield and block it.
Oh yeah, bonus action go. That's the mode.
Is it?
Yeah. And then
And now, what do you do?
as my action, I will cast Hold Person.
Alrighty.
See if that works.
What's the save type on that?
Wisdom, DC 20.
DC 20. That will be a 19, so you hold him.
Should have done that beforehand.
Alright, so he is held. So does he make a save at the end of his turn, or is he just held?
I believe so. At the end of his turn.
Okay. Are you looking at it?
Yeah, at the end of each turn, target must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, so that's your turn. On his turn, he'll make a wisdom save. Still held, you're up.
Woo! Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear.
How long does that last? A minute?
Yes.
Can't believe Paladin can do hold person too. Is pretty nasty.
Yeah, up to a minute.
Okay.
I can do an action with one of my like divine.
Gonna get up on
One of
him.
my other
Gonna
abilities.
use an action
Do
to
that
Booming
fear.
Blade.
Hold the 0 too.
Okay.
You got a lot of stuff that can hold people in place.
Yeah, Sentinel.
Yeah, sitting.
I have fear
17.
spell. If
17 to
they hit
hit?
my thing,
Yeah.
They're feared. They go nowhere.
Yeah, because wasn't he?
His
Didn't he
turn
need to
passed,
do
so
a
yeah, that
fear
hits.
spell? I mean, didn't he need to do a fear save in your aura?
No. That's only if
so
I
that'll also be
use
a
that.
critical.
Okay.
Okay.
I can
I'll
either
go
do
ahead.
that or add
Yep.
plus 10 to
That's what
my,
criticals do.
Once.
Yeah, those paladins have so much stuff.
16.
You got a laundry list of stuff.
I couldn't. A lot of this stuff is only really useful when you have other action kind where other people are doing shit.
33.
If it's just one-on-one, it's hard to
damage.
kind of do that stuff. I think. I don't know. That's later.
Yeah, and
As a bonus
Why is this not
action-
typing? Yeah, go ahead.
As a bonus action, I'll toss a mode at him at disadvantage since I'm in
Okay.
melee range. So, plus 12, so that's 21.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how much damage was that booming blade? 33?
Yeah.
Okay,
Believe
so
so.
he'll take. Sorry. He resisted that, so.
Okay.
Actually, he doesn't take any damage from that.
Oh.
He's actually immune to thunder damage.
So he would just take the D4.
Mm-hmm.
So should I just roll a D4?
Yeah, just go ahead and roll
Do
it.
that?
My bad.
No, you're good. Seven.
Okay. And then how much from the moat?
I believe it was 24.
Alright. So you hit him with that big booming blade, and you notice the thunder doesn't seem to affect him at all. But you did slice him with your dagger. And then you hit him with a moat.
Yeah.
And now it's his turn. We'll roll again. That'll be a 22. So
He
he's no
passes.
longer held. And now it's your turn.
Yep. I will action Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Eesh. That's gonna be 15.
That's going to miss. So your hand charges up with electricity and you try to grab him.
And then
He
I
dodges.
will bonus action shoot another mode at him at disadvantage.
Okay.
That's probably not gonna hit. 14.
14 misses.
How many motes you got left?
3.
It's
Oh.
7.
Alright.
Yeah, you get 7.
Yeah.
For a moment. And he's going to rip another one of these dots off of his shoulder and throw it at you. So you take 26 points of force damage, reduced to 13 since you take half damage. So many ones rolled. Yeah, so he throws that out. They fly up in the air and they split up into 8 darts as they swarm back down and just land right on your head. And he will then bonus action.
Reload.
What?
Reload. He will bonus action. Nope, not that.
Oh no! Wow, always.
Yeah, that'll be his turn.
Okay. Action, shocking grasp again.
Okay,
14 plus 12.
that'll hit.
$13 damage.
He takes none. As you try to shock him, he's immune to lightning damage. And he will then use a reaction here. You take 18 lightning damage. This is not a spell.
Okay.
As you hit him, you try to shock him, and all that just swirls around him and leaps back onto you. And give me a strength saving throw.
Ooh. That's not good.
Do we know what Draven's gonna do if he makes the finals?
12.
Push back.
Here comes the dragon.
Hits you in the chest, it launches you back.
And I don't go prone.
No.
Okay, cool. And bonus action, send him out.
Okay.
That's maybe 18.
He'll cast shield.
He didn't use a reaction to everything.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have a reaction. That'll hit. Go.
Nice.
Go. Roll damage. Good call.
I didn't even think about that. $22 damage.
22, nice. So you get blown back. Smoke kind of sizzles off you, and you send another mote. You hit him for 22. He's going to. Bonus action to start casting a spell.
Reaction, counter the spell.
Alright.
Damn, dude.
What
they're
level?
on a freaking
3.
run.
You counter his spell.
Did he?
He was trying to Misty Step.
Makes sense.
Now he will begin casting another spell. Make a con save. A good save for you.
Yep. Especially since I have advantage. 18.
18. That will fail. Take 63 points of necrotic damage as he sticks his finger out. You'll take half because you take half damage from spells, correct?
So 32.
Yeah, 32. And
0 1 1.
yeah.
0 or no?
And now it's your actually
11
before
ERA right now. With 36 Ks.
Crazy.
He's sorry.
0.74 whip.
That's freaking. What's it called?
Gotcha.
That's
Roger, Roger.
That's thinking Cy Young numbers.
He's in 4th though.
Any array?
30. I'll get right there.
Is there a space in between you?
There's 2 spaces.
Okay.
Action, firebolt,
Okay.
natural 20.
Nice.
I hope he's immune to it. Beast in this year.
41.
41. Nice.
Lance
Shoot the most powerful
and
firebolt ever created.
ever created.
Slams
by
into
man.
him.
Pretty
Anything
flames.
else?
Bonus action, moat.
Is this the last mode?
I still got one more. 23.
23 damage.
Did you
Another moat slams
you-
into him. He's starting to
to
look
hit?
pretty hurt.
Did you roll to hit?
Oh shit, I don't think I did.
Oh yeah.
It's 14 plus 12.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Good call. Awesome. Got all excited.
That's a lot of assuming there.
Should have been like, oh, well, nat 20 on both of them.
Nat 20, nat 20. Dude, that would be nasty on a nat 20.
Yeah.
Alrighty, he'll start casting a spell on his turn.
I'll counter it.
All right. What level?
3rd level.
All right. Roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be 29.
29. You snuff his spell out, and then he will.
I yell from the other side, you might as well quit.
Pride is still intact.
Yield. He will
Yields?
yield. Yeah.
I
That's
go.
good. I was trying to hit you with the little switcheroo.
Yeah.
See if you'd let that spell go.
I almost bit on it.
Yeah, it almost bit. Almost had you. All right.
I
so
go
he
up, I
yields.
lift him up, pat him on the back.
Steal
Very
his
offensive
cloak.
to lift me up.
Well, I mean, like, if he, like, yield and yield.
Pick him up like a baby.
Yeah.
Offer him a hand.
Begin
My
rocking
little
him.
satyr.
Offer him
The
a
crowd
handy.
cheers. He walks out, licking his wounds, and we'll stop the session here, and we'll continue this tournament next session.
All right.
It's late.
Yeah.
Draven
Blackmore with the win.
Will we get a rest before the finals?
Not long rest, no.
You will get a short rest.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alrighty.
Good.
So we will see y'all next time.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. There's a lot of more RP than I anticipated before, which is good.
Yeah.
So it took longer to get to the fighting, but that's perfect. And we'll pick up and continue this tournament and see how it goes next rounds.
See what we have for
And then we'll continue from
downtime.
there.
Marty,
So
the champion
standing
of
up
one
prior to
event.
this, we will catch y'all next
Keep my
time.
pride when I lose in the next round.
It's not a seahorse, it's a land horse.